We like
Boom.
no reason for a local. All right, cool.
Yo,
what up?
What's good? What's good, everybody? Your boy Kazi, 4 letters.
Bishop Omega, 19.5 letters and 1 asterisk.
Yeah, welcome back to another episode of Intelligently
Ratchet. Like it talk. We gonna wait till y'all come in. Hold on, share it on my timeline.
Yeah, you gotta share it on your timeline. This cat phone is always dead.
Yes.
Man, it never fails. That this phone
and then
is
my
dead.
then my internet don't work.
Yeah, but yes, the season finale of Intelligently Ratchet tonight. Thank y'all for tuning in. Like it up, share it with your timeline. Sitting on mine, got it right here. Boom. Take it right now. Go to Intelligently Ratchet, or you see the page, and just take that and share it with your timeline. Let everybody know you watching. We got a very special guest on tonight, and yeah, let everybody know we on live right now. It's 9:08, season finale. We've been going live straight since last August.
Yep.
Straight like that, you know what I mean? And I'd like to thank everybody out there that's been supporting the show, making it what it is, you know what I'm saying? And we're going to keep, we're going to keep working on it, taking time to take a break, make it better. We're going to get in the camera. We're getting this new program called Wirecast. We'll be able to post graphics, put up videos, and do all of that. It's going to be in either 1080 or 4K, the resolution. We just going to step our game up, man. You know what I mean? Niggas have to take us seriously, you know what I mean? Like, because it's time to get some...
Yo, first of all, if y'all not taking us, if y'all not taking us serious already,
I'm just saying for the next jump.
you know what I'm saying? Nah, B,
For the next jump,
they need to be scared of us right now.
It's going to take some production value.
They need to be scared of us on Fun Savers, B.
For the next jump, it's going to take some production value. But yo, before we get too deep, before we get too deep in it, let's introduce our special guest for the evening.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Yo, this cat, MC, artist, and does a lot of other things behind the scenes that I'm sure he can tell you about more than me. But just for fans of the music, Little Brother, Foreign Exchange, this is the work that he's put in over the years, and from the NC scene and just beyond, worldwide and everything like that. And we got him here with us on Intelligently Ratchet tonight. Y'all make some love, show some motherfucking noise for Phonte.
What up? What up?
Yeah. Tickle.
Yeah. The ceiling is the motherfucking roof. Dude, when I realized that what he was trying to say was the sky's the limit.
Right.
Nigga.
Yo, when Mike walked out, I was like, he was already drunk. When Mike walked out, I was like, yo, he's already drunk.
The ceiling is the roof, nigga. So I had to get a shirt to salute the legendary Michael Jordan.
Yeah, man. Appreciate you.
Jeffrey.
Appreciate having you on the show, man.
Jebediah Jordan jumped in Michael Jordan's body that night, yo.
Yeah, man. I think MJ was a little lit. I think MJ.
I know he was.
Yeah.
Right. I know. Yeah. Oh yeah, he was. Yeah, that nigga had the cheese eyes.
Yeah, that nigga had the
link. I can't find the link.
Nigga had a little jaundice.
Yeah, little
old khaki colored eyes.
Old Gouda goggles.
Yeah.
So yeah, he was nice, but
say excuse me.
It was
bro.
great.
No, you good.
Are we getting
it's real ratchet. I'm gonna just cut this light there.
Oh yeah, kill
you had like that heavenly light behind you.
Yeah. Don't put me in the oval.
There you go. That's better.
I ain't there yet.
There we go. Yeah, that's much better, man.
Obituary tape.
Yeah, but
send me somebody text me the live.
He's about to.
All right. Okay. Yeah, because I wanna tweet it out.
Yeah, let me do the same, man. So yeah, everybody, like we said, take this time right now. Let them know we got Phonte on.
What up, man?
Intelligently Ratchet.
I am. God, what am I doing?
Yeah,
I'm working on a lot of shit right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, what's up there? Because music.
The breaks.
Okay.
The breaks.
Yeah.
I think we're back. Well, we get back to work in September, but I think we are. We go back to work in September, but I don't think we air until maybe like February or so next year.
Okay.
But we're back. I think we're back working in September. They moved us to BET.
Dope.
Yes.
Which I think is gonna be. Which I think is gonna be actually good.
That's dope.
Because that new edition film put y'all right there.
It did. BET actually is funny, man. Like BET is actually like the stuff that people used to criticize, like BET for like 10 years ago, like BET Uncut and all that stuff.
Right.
Actually, VH1 is that now.
Right.
Like VH1 is more ratchet than BET is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But BET's still gonna get some rap, but they've been putting it in. They support the project. They support what we're doing. They letting us tell the story we want to tell. So we'll see. I mean, it's TV, so you know all this shit could be over tomorrow.
Right.
You know what I mean? But as for now, it's looking good. So
congratulations
Thank
on
you,
that,
man.
Yeah.
Thank you, bro.
And let everybody know, what are you writing? Are you contributing? You acting on that? What work are you doing?
I'm doing for the break. So I do two. Well, I have my main goal. My actual title is lyrics producer, and I'm also a consultant on it. But that's a lot. Like I do a lot. You know what I'm saying? And on top of that, so for the lyrics, like I write all the lyrics for all the actors on the show. Most of the time, generally, like if we have like real rappers playing roles, I let the rappers do them. Right. I'll let them do their joints. You know, I just, you know, you don't cut another man's grass. Right. You know what I mean? So, you know, I let them do them. We had, my man, Dave East. Right. He had a joint, and so he wrote his own verse. I want to say it was another rapper we had that let him. But generally, I write all the stuff just to make sure, you know, there's no anachronisms. Like, you know, it's set in 1990, so a nigga rapping about, yo, she hit me on the text is almost like, okay, that's
not 1990.
Yeah, I mean, you know what I mean?
More like a beeper or a pager.
Exactly. Yeah. You know what I mean? So stuff like that. Also being on set, like kind of consulting, like walking through scenes and saying, okay, well, you know, an MC wouldn't be like that in the booth. You know, just just little technical stuff. You know what I mean? And so I do that. And also I have a small role in it as well. And that kind of came last minute. They just called me and was like, yo, we have this role that, you know, we need you to fill in for the scene. And I filled in for the scene, and it ended up kind of being a recurring thing. So we'll see. I think they might bring me back for season 2, but on the screen. But I'm definitely on behind the screen, which is kind of where I like to be anyway. I prefer that.
Because we had heard that you were somebody had said something that you were writing all the raps. We talked about it on Intelligently Ratchet one night. We shouted you out because we were talking about the breaks, and your name came up, and Cats was like, yo, we think Phonte was writing everybody's bars. That's what we said. So that's good to confirm that. You know what I mean? That you're doing that, and that's dope.
That's dope as shit. For you to write that much, and that shit to be on par with dopeness. You know what I'm saying? Like, are you the new Jada Kiss of Are you Jada Kiss tape? Never take a verse off.
Let me take my shirt off, kid. Yo. Yeah, I mean, dude, like it's a good opportunity. I mean, it's something that, like, you know, it's something that, you know, you just sit down and it's like you have to get into the mind of every character. So you can't make, you know, everything has to sound different. It has the sound of the era, but you have to write in every style. So if it's like, okay, this guy's the conscious militant, like, now killing white people, now, then you gotta write like him. If this guy's like the street, you know, hustler dude that's, you know, educated, then you gotta write like him. If this chick, the rapper, the role that Tiana Taylor plays, she's like more of a kind of like a tomboyish kind of, you know, but she got bars though, you know what I mean? And so you have to write like that. So, I mean, really, it's just kind of stepping into each role, like stepping into the mind of each character and saying, okay, what would this person sound like if they existed in 1990? Like, what would that style be like? You know what I mean? And and listen, it goes, it's a lot of Wikipedia and Googling that goes on, because I have to check myself. It's like, okay, like, was Boomer Esiason playing in 1990? Was he? Yeah. What was he doing? Like, I have to, you know,
go back.
You gotta check.
So you don't have you like true story, like
keep it contextual.
Do you Drake in it a little bit? I'm saying, do you have ghostwriters to ghostwrite for you?
Nah.
Would you like some?
Hold on, fam. Hold on.
What I'm saying is this right here. I like to ask a hard hitting question.
Yeah. But for you to even say is Phonte Drake? Nah. Because you said is he Drake in it? And Drake is Phonte in it.
I was going to say that shit too.
For you to say that, I just had to stop you.
But hold on, y'all don't know the history between Phonte and Drake. Yo, Phonte is Drake's favorite rapper that he took his style from. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, listen to Chitlin Circuit and the first 9 Drake mixtapes. It's all going down. You know what I'm saying?
So I just had to stop doing that.
Man, yeah, I'm saying I was trying to get a job. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to ghostwrite for Phonte as he ghostwrite for somebody else.
Your socks don't match. You can't get no job.
Yeah, my socks do match. Those are matching socks. They don't match what I have on.
Yo.
But they match.
So that's dope, man. So
I'm digging the socks, man. I appreciate
it. So when did the breaks come back on, sir?
We come back. I think we come back next year.
Okay.
So I mean, because normally we tape during the summer, and yeah, I think we'll be back next year.
Sure.
I think we'll be back. So we'll see. I mean, I'm still waiting to get like the official, like word. I know we back, but I'm just waiting to get like the official production schedule and number of episodes. So try to take a vacation at some point before now and then, right? You know, before the shit starts. That's what it is.
Hey, you used to have somebody want to dance for you? V. Calloway?
Somebody that wants to
Oh,
dance.
Valanda.
Yeah.
Oh man, yo, shout out to Valanda. Yeah, me and Valanda were supposed to do a video together. I can't remember. What's up, Valanda? What's going on? Yeah, I think I was gonna hire her as the lead in. I think it was an Asking for a Friend video we shot. It was the one where we were swing dancing. But I ended up, my homegirl Holly ended up doing it for me. Shout out to her. But yeah, Valanda, but I'm down to do it. I mean, we can listen.
On the spot.
Nah, hey, fuck it. Put it out there. No, Valanda, I really dug you, and I think like we should definitely do something because like dancing ballroom dance is a hobby of mine. So yeah, I'm down to do it. But thank you for like being.
Yeah.
I remember her like committing to it. She's like, yeah, I'll do it. I was like, hell yeah, that's dope.
Yeah.
So
we love you, Valanda. You know we love you.
Yeah, she was on television. Ratchet.
She's a dope dancer. She teaches
kid.
dance, and that's the homie from down the way as well.
She's a Ratchet. That's what y'all fan
That's
goes.
Ratchet.
Yeah, Ratchet
Ratchet.
man. Yeah, man. Hey, we're going
OG
strong.
Ratchet.
Matter of fact, Ratchet like it up right
Like it
now.
up if you a Ratchet. If you an OG Ratchet, I want to see hearts.
Like it up right now, man, because we've been going like since August. Every Wednesday.
Yes.
Like religion, bruh. Every Wednesday night at 9, and we appreciate everybody that has just kind of made this like a cult thing, and through the Facebook following, and it's been cool to just be able to like have this like back and forth and like a little like platform that cats can get on and have conversations with, brothers like Phonte. And, some of the other artists that, we got the Facto in the house as well. A lot of the other artists that we've had come on and, really just come on and we get some insight into who they are and have some fun. You know what I mean? Because we chill, it's a different type of vibe on this show. So we thank everybody that's been supporting that movement. And we're going to get the better camera, like I said, and just come back longer and stronger. But, yeah, when brothers like Tay come on, Cicely, with the article and like Desan.
Cicely came through. She came through.
Cicely did it.
Couple
De facto, Desan been on. I'm mad people.
Innocence.
Innocence.
Yeah.
We just had Innocence last week on the show that got
OZ
canceled.
Hitmaker.
Yeah,
We just had OZ Hitmaker.
Shorty Pierce came on. Shorty ran for mayor.
Yeah, he running for mayor.
Yeah, yup.
Shante.
Ramirez.
Yeah,
Shay.
so
Shay was there.
Yeah, man, I think they're gonna have to do something about the mayor situation in Durham. Like all them black people gonna have to some of them niggas gonna have to stop.
What you mean, bro?
I mean, because they splitting the ticket.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like it's too many black people.
It's a
It's
gang.
a lot. It's like 6 niggas. It's
Yeah,
like Game of Thrones. In Durham. It's like all y'all niggas gonna split the ticket, and this is gonna be a white nigga that wins.
Right.
I'm not a political person. I'm not I'm not. So please don't take none of this shit seriously because I'm not an analyst.
This is intelligent.
But that's how we
This is shit that you say in the barbershop? This is shit that go right now. Ratchet. That's what it goes.
I'm not like a wolf blitzer, like none of them niggas.
Dude.
But yeah,
Blitzer.
Tick Blitzer. Look, man, all to my niggas on Durham right now, man, all y'all niggas can't win, man. Only niggas can win. Like, one of y'all gonna have to come up together, have a black meeting somewhere at like Dame's Chicken and Waffles or some shit. I don't even know if you can do it at Dame's now, because white people know about that shit now. Y'all gonna have to
Dame's is mainstream.
Yeah. Y'all
Go to the BU then. Go to the BU.
He was mainstream.
Yeah.
y'all gotta go somewhere. I'm gonna have to go to Waffle House on 55.
Yeah.
So we have a black meeting and discuss. Okay, niggas, which one of us, 6 of us, can actually win?
He's like, okay,
let's get behind this nigga so we don't let this white person. Y'all gonna have to do the New Day co-op. One of you niggas is gonna have to be Avon, and one of you Marlo niggas is gonna be mad. Fuck that, the price of brick going up. Look, man, y'all, I'm saying, yo, Durham, for real, man. Like, Pierce, that's my nigga. For the sake of that, I know Pierce all but look, let me, y'all splitting the ticket. It's too many black people. There's not enough numbers to like split it up. So yeah, y'all niggas gotta collectivize. Right. In words of my nigga from Willie Dynamite.
Yeah. You got to have
that's
vision.
Not in the dictionary. You got to have vision.
Yo, we had Shay Ramirez. It's funny you say that though.
Yeah,
we had Shay Ramirez on last week, which is one of the other candidates running.
Okay.
And we had Pierce on, and hopefully we'll have him on again. We're trying to have a debate, an intelligently ratchet mayoral debate.
That's fucking that.
We're trying to do that. You know what I'm saying?
I'm here with bells and whistles on for that shit.
Feel me? And me and Bishop moderate that. You know what I mean? So
we're trying to moderating.
You feel me? Like that shit would be so lit. Shit would be so lit. So we throwing that out there the same way they threw that Rihanna movie and with Lupita out there, and that shit happened. We throwing that out there.
Yeah. That is happening.
Just from putting it out there in the universe, right? So we are. Shay said she was already down with it.
Okay.
I know Pierce. I'm gonna reach out to Pierce, and I gotta make myself familiar with the other cats that
y'all come on Intelligently Ratchet too. We good to have in your corner.
We need to have that happen on, like, for real, because
so whoever wins, we don't pay taxes.
So we can get down to figure out
which one make a black decision. We gotta make a black decision. Like, listen,
a united one.
Yeah, a united black niggas. Let's unite for something once in our lives. Yo, what's your joint on Twitter? It's Kazi4. Is it 4 letters?
It's Black Kennedy.
Black Kennedy, that's right. I couldn't. I'm tripping.
I switched up since back in the day, Tay. You know what I mean? I switched it up.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
The aliases got
since you left us, Tay.
Let's talk about it, guys. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it, man. Let's talk about it.
Yo.
All right, listen. So listen. This is a big thing. Well, not a big thing, but no, I think it's important to discuss like how. You know, cats had differences and shit, and you know what I mean? Like, that shit is real. Like,
I never, honestly, between
me and you, we never had
that.
I mean, so a history about me and Bishop Omega, we battled once in what was you, Limbs? No, Fines.
I was in Fines, and you were in
SNK, nigga. I battled that nigga with a pocket square on, nigga. What?
And won.
I don't even remember one. I just
won. You look, I was like this. That's when I was like, yo, this nigga, I was like, yeah, that's Phonte. And I was like, yo, come over to the store.
This is South Square.
This is South Square.
I battled Kazi there too.
Ah, shit.
In like the stock room.
In the stock room.
What is South Square Mall now?
It's now a Target.
It's the Target.
Yeah. Big ass
Target and the Kohl's and a Ross.
Yeah.
And a fucking Kohl's.
But yeah, I battled Tay. You know what I'm saying? It was like this. We went about 7 rounds or whatever, and
then I had to go to work. I was like,
he was in a suit though, man.
I had a suit with the pocket square the whole 9.
It was people in the store and all that shit. we were engrossed in the battle. Shit, that was one of the best battles ever.
Those were the fucking days, man. I swear. It was. But the thing was, and it was dope. It was like it was just about the bars. It was just. It wasn't no. Nigga, we on battle and then I'm gonna go to Instagram first. Like now, rap niggas go to Instagram before they go to the goddamn studio.
Right.
You know what I mean? It was just we was bars and that's what it was. And after that, it was respect and love from that point on.
Exactly.
You know
it was the head nod. Like you got that one.
But
I'm saying if you rapping them all, you got to be the best rapper in them all. You know what I'm saying? Like
you gotta be.
Well, I mean, because word travels. You know what I'm saying? They be like, yo, that nigga in Limbs is ass, son.
Right.
I ain't got no bars, yo. I ain't buying no FUBU from you. They got that Fat Albert FUBU. I don't even want it.
It was before Fat Albert.
It was Fat Albert.
I think it was like that some of the Rockaway's rock.
Yeah. Okay. And so in Nietzsche era. Mecca. Dada Supreme.
560. All that rapper shit. Maurice Malone.
RP55.
With the dice.
Nigga. That was oh god, there was so many crimes against fashion committed Jesus Christ, but that's real.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Also,
But
man,
yo,
y'all, what y'all
but
not
hold
understand,
on.
a good battle story, and I bring this up every time I talk to somebody, because everybody be like, yo, you know what I'm saying? I bring it up because when I talk about battle rap, I was like, yo, y'all niggas need to learn how to battle rap, how to freestyle and everything like that. Because I've seen this dude right here, and y'all, I've told the fact of the story. They said, they gave a topic in the Duel of Iron Mics to Phonte, and I forgot the other cat. This was when I...
When was it? This was at the Crater.
It was the Crater when they said, it was like, if I was a dick, and you said,
oh my God,
if I was a dick, you want to understand my onomatopoeia, I'm busting your bitch ass face and get your ass gonorrhea. That shit was what...
I don't remember saying that.
You don't remember? Oh my God!
I vaguely remember the battle. But
no, you said that shit and shut the fucking place down.
Wow. I remember your line. I remember you had a line tonight. You was like, something like, oh God, well, I'm fucking it up. But it was something like, how you gonna follow mine? I walk into Durham, Jordan, and turn that shit into a Columbine. I was like, I fuck with that dude. But then, like, I forgot, like, I think you got eliminated by somebody in that round.
Yeah,
so it wasn't me and you in the final.
Right.
But, like, yeah, but nah. But, man, but I ain't gonna front, dude. Like, those first, like, early battles like that, for me, is really what kind of, not soured me on battling, but, like, just in the standpoint of, like, looking at how cats, what a battle is now.
Right.
It's just, like, you know what I mean? And I respect the niggas to do it, because, I mean, it definitely is a skill set to, like, say, okay, we're going to have a pre-arranged battle, like an arranged battle. Like, okay, nigga, we going to battle a month from now, so now I'm about to go make a dossier on your ass. Fucking write a 7-minute soliloquy.
Right.
I got to memorize, you know what I mean?
Get baby pictures off your Facebook page.
like,
niggas do go to the park.
But and also and then they got to do the gimmicks and
I got props and it's just it's a lot. But back then, I mean, it was literally they would give you a topic and you had to freestyle, like you had to make it up as you went, and that just and two, we were rhyming to beats, and like that was something to me, like the new battles, just that acapella shit. I'm like, yo, man, I can't, like this shit is fucking prison.
It's aggressive spoken word.
Yeah, this is fucking prison yard poetry hour. Nigga, like I can't, like this, you know what I mean? It's just, I'm like, I need this. Rap is rhythm and poetry. Like y'all got the poetry, but you need the rhythm. So
and there's an element too where you seeing somebody's creativity of how they freak the situation. Like
off the top.
How they jump into it, and I feel you. That element of that is missing. You know what I mean?
So those early beers for me, like that was really. I mean, those early rhymes, those early battles. I was just like, after that, I was like, man, I'm good. Like, cause nothing else was like that anymore.
That's what I was gonna say. Is the early battles.
Yo, man, I'm telling you, Phonte J Gun, number one battle win 19 years.
Fuck that nigga. I'm talking about me and this man right here.
Did we ever go head up? I don't think we never got to go.
We went. Okay, cats. Well, this is what happened. We didn't go head up in a competition, but at Nappy Love that night I came down. I came out there to Nappy Love, and you was beating the shit out of Adam Rotten. You had Adam Rotten out there. You was dragging.
Oh my God, Adam Rotten, the white kid from Wilmington.
From Chapel.
Oh, Chapel, Adam Rotten, And I liked Adam Rotten. I fucked with him.
Adam was dope. You know what I mean? And so that was me and you. You know, we clashed in, but it was like some mutual. It was like you said, just some love, mutual respect. Totally. And but what did happen was there was a Cat's Cradle battle. And Go Studios.
I remember the little side joint. Is that even still there anymore?
It ain't. It's the back room of Cat's Cradle now. Is what that is now.
Gotcha. Makes sense.
And so I'm coming up one side of the bracket. Tay coming up the other side of the bracket, right? And so I niggas being in there, I'm like, all right, Tay in this. I already know what time it is. Nigga, have your guns ready. Hide your wife. Protect yourself at all times. Like, for real.
Because a spray can come from anywhere. Like, it don't even matter. I remember that night. I remember
where I'm going.
Yeah, I remember that night because I came in and like I'm just like whatever. I mean, I think like Kazi was rhyming because the way it was set up. I remember because the way it was set up. So you would get your every MC would get like your opening set or whatever. So it's like you get 15, you get 16 bars just to show niggas what you about, show niggas what you do, just to kind of introduce yourself to the crowd. And so I remember being there, and I knew you were there, And I was just on the other side chilling. I came in like talking my shit all arrogant and shit. Like, what the fuck I'm getting beat tonight? The champion's here. I'm talking all kind of shit. And so Kazi goes and he does this thing. He rhyming. And I like put my finger. I was like, word up. Like, and Kazi's like, Phonte put his finger up. I really don't give a fuck. I was like, clap.
Black battles.
Yeah, and
strays, nigga. I was like, strays. I was like, oh.
So
Because do you keep your hand up or you can slowly
Okay.
this was the thing, man. Because we battling, right? I was like, I gotta draw first blood. Right. This nigga's in this shit. Right. Tay's in it.
And
it's
again,
not
this
a game.
is in the opening.
Right.
Like, y'all gotta understand. Like, this ain't even head to head. Like, this is just. Nigga, I'm bomb first, nigga.
Yeah, you know, because I was just like, you know, I was like, man, I gotta go for it. You know what I mean? And I went for that moment. So then Tay get up, right? And I think that he had to go against the cat his first round or whatever like that. And Tay bodied him in like 8 bars. And then he turned and looked at me and gave me like the rest of the round. You know what I'm saying? I had just got my braids done. And this, I remember this one. I'll never forget this one.
Now this I do remember.
Yeah, the nigga said something like, yeah, he spend more time on his braids than he do on his rhyme book. And something like that, nigga. And I couldn't do nothing but stand there. I was so fucking mad, nigga.
Because you can't take your braids out. You're committed, and that was like,
and my
I can't unbraid this shit.
I can put my hand down.
I can put my hand down.
Yo, and nigga, my shits were clean. My shits were like AI.
This is like the D'Angelo era. This is like post D'Angelo. How does it feel? Like,
how does it feel? How does it feel, Kazi?
Yeah, a nigga was on fleek. A nigga's braids was on fleek. And this nigga said that shit, and everybody was like, oh. And I was just standing there like, motherfucker. You know what I mean?
But yo, man, that shit, it taught you, like, it just taught you, like, just to keep, again, it was like, keep your guard up at all times, because you just never knew where it would come from. And I remember, like, when me and Jay Gunn, the first time we battled, only time we battled at the Armory, this is like 2000.
Yeah.
If that. Like, yeah, it's like 2000. So I remember before my son was born, my oldest son was born, and I was talking to him before the show, and he was just like, yeah, Tay is cool. I'm like, yeah, I'm cool. Like, nigga, I'm getting info on that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so then, like, I used some shit on. He was like, oh, shit. So I just told him, I remember, I was like, yeah, nigga, like,
don't talk.
It's about it.
Yes, yo, don't talk to your competition.
Nah, don't do that.
You come with your squad, you talk to them niggas.
Protect yourself at all.
But yo, that was a classic guy because them motherfuckers went like 17 rounds.
Well, I'm gonna say this: that was like an era. Tay, Gunn, you know, Josie,
Josie, Smoke, Big Smoke,
Didi. Remember Lil Didi used to rap his ass off. Like there was a lot of cats that like.
Who was the kid? I cannot remember his name. I feel so bad. I can't remember his rap name. He was the kid that got killed, light skinned kid.
Cornbread? Was it Cornbread?
He was not the one. He was the one that got killed in Cary.
I think so. Yeah.
It was the other one. I remember him. He was a tall, kind of skinny, slimmer dude. It was the other cat that used to run with oh my God, what was the dude's name, man? Light skinned dude, kind of had the kind of bushy fro. He used to run with him and oh my God, I'm drawing a blank.
He used to battle rap.
He didn't really battle. He used to he would more so be at the station.
Okay.
He would come up to XDU all the time.
Okay, yeah, I think you're talking about Bread. You're talking about the whole dark
government.
Dark government,
them kids,
yeah.
Them kids, yeah. And like, cause one of those dudes,
Two-Face and all them cats, yeah.
Oh man, yeah. He worked with me. We worked together at Blue Cross Blue Shield.
Right.
And then like I left Blue Cross Blue Shield and we just kind of lost touch. And then next thing I heard, he got shot. Like he got killed trying to he tried to rob like a store or pizza, some shit, something. But that shit was sad. But he was dope. He was real dope.
Yeah, man. That's what it do, man.
WXU,
that was the
man.
older.
That was
older.
Yeah, so
when it was 25 people up at WXU just a rap
in a box.
I mean, you know, when I was interacting with y'all in that era, man, you know, it was like all of y'all, and I come through Mission Valley, and y'all would be with Missy Ann's, I think was a joint.
Yep, that was a Comanche crib.
And you know, can you tell just kind of give people a little background about how y'all came to be little brother and everything like that, man. Because I think a lot of
all the
people
way back from
hear
Gimme. I
that.
want the
Yeah.
Gimme.
The Gimme story? Wow. Gimme shit? I think, like, with LB initially, it just started off as, it was kind of something that came together as, not by accident necessarily, but it was really just us just doing records. So, at the time, I've been recording songs since I was probably like 16, just on a little 4-track recorder in my crib and like a little sampler. And so, I was just doing stuff, and I was doing beats and rhyming. So then I met Ninth in 97, I want to say. But I met him in 98, but I didn't figure out he made beats. He didn't play his first beats for me until 99. So like once I heard his beats, I was like, well, shit, nigga,
Right.
I ain't gotta make beats no more. You know what I mean? Like, he make the shit that I would want to make or rap over, so fuck it. I can let him do that. I just focus on the rhymes, you know what I mean? And so that was like 99. And so we just started doing songs together. We were working records, doing stuff at my homeboy Leroy McDowell.
Leroy, shout out to Leroy reading Rainbow Beat.
Leroy McDowell.
That's
Oh yeah, he did.
Yo, that
Leroy McDowell, my nigga. Like, yo, I ain't seen that nigga in years, man. Shout out to him. But yeah, dude. So we were doing that, and we were recording at 308. We used to call it 308 Studios. It was in North Hall, because in the state, like North Hall was like the nigga dorm. That was like good times.
Right.
It was literally like good times. That's where all the niggas was at. So we was in 308, and we would just record stuff. And it was kind of at the beginning of. It was the first time I actually had recorded like on a computer. And I was just like, man, like you can just do this shit on a computer, like, you know what I mean? That shit was crazy to me. And so we just started doing records there and just started just kind of playing. We did Gimme, the first group. Gimme, it was me, Shondon, and Pooh. We were the first group, kind of. And so we did those records. That was like 99, summer 2000. And I remember the song we cut a record called The Finest, which was like probably one of, if not our best joint, one of the best joints. And I remember we cut that record the same day I found out my girl was pregnant with my oldest son. I was sick, nigga. I was depressed, and a motherfucker. I was like, damn, really?
Word, all this hip hop money about to come in, and I got to share it.
What?
I got to share it.
Responsibility.
These responsibilities.
Party's over.
At 22,
I know, at 22, nigga, I'm done. I'm done out here. I said, God damn, man. I said, man. So I remember doing that record, and like, it was just a crazy fucking time, man. But anyway, so we did that like little 8-song demo at the time. Pooh, we all went home for the summer. Pooh went to Charlotte. I was working in Greensboro. No, I'm lying. I was still here in Durham. That was when I got my first apartment. I was living over by, oh my God, I was living off, I think it's called something else now. It was Century Oaks at the time, but now it's like...
It's always going to be Century Oaks.
It's always going to be Century Oaks.
No matter what type of...
Yeah, the shit is Little El Salvador now.
Right.
But like, I don't know what the official name of the shit is. But we was, like, we lived there. That was my first crib. And so everybody came back to school, and at that time, that was when Ninth started recording at Miss Yen's at Comanche's crib. And Comanche had a setup in his studio, in his crib. Same thing, just compact computer, just, very low budget, very, like, nothing,
Yeah, Miss Yen's was like, yo, I remember going to that joint, I was like, this is
what it is?
Right.
No, it was the biggest, like, the Wiz paid no attention to the man.
Right, behind the curtain type of situation.
It was absolutely, I mean, you walk in there, I mean, that shit we recorded in mono speakers. Like, the shit was just, I mean, it was really cool.
I don't know how y'all niggas came up with the crisp ass sound that y'all came up with. Because when I walked in that shit, it was like literally, like they were recording on top of a nigga that was asleep. Like, it was like a nigga was asleep on an air mattress. They used that nigga for soundproofing, yo. It was like, yo, it was dope. But then, it was clean as shit, but dirty at the same time. Have you seen some shit like, this shit don't go together. You know what I mean? It was like...
Figure out what works for you and what you got.
And that's it. And that's all it takes, man. It doesn't, I mean, it's, it was that, and like we would do the records, and then we would take them to my car to listen, like in stereo. And so I would take it to the car, and we would listen, like, all right, what you hear, turn this up, bring this down, whatever. But so anyway, so when we started doing those first early records, the first record we did was Speed, and originally Speed was supposed to be me and Median, and Knife was doing the track, and Median was just in the wind that night. I don't know. He just he's just an elusive nigga. He's been the elusive nigga.
Did you see the Median show that we did with Median?
Nah.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
See,
yeah,
he's that elusive.
It was the wildest ass show.
Go back and watch.
Is it archived?
It's archived.
Okay,
You can go see that.
It was voted wildest show that we've ever done.
Ever.
Wow.
Median was in rare form.
Yeah, that nigga,
I had no idea.
Yeah, that
I thought
nigga-
it was quiet, reserved Median. Nah, Median came on here like fucking Jimi Hendrix.
Right.
Like for real.
Median got up in the middle of the interview and started making
like
a beat.
Rick, like Rick James. That's how he.
Fuck it.
Median was like
He had
Rick
background
James.
music. He was like, "Now y'all going to talk and play background music for our interview."
Yo, Median is like y'all cat.
Shout out to the vegan
post divorce median.
Right?
Yeah.
That post divorce median nigga. That's a new nigga right there. That man's an animal. That man, no fucks are given. That man goes to bed at night with 12 fucks and wake up in the morning with 12. None, goddamn. Bruh. No fucks given.
Thank you.
So,
He still laying on with last year's fuck.
I got fucks on reserve, man. You shit. I got shit.
Why's this nigga hoarding these fucks?
Median, aka the fuck hoarder.
The fuck?
Median, the
If
fuck hoarder.
you a dead cat on one of them fucks, you pick it up. What does that smell? It's a dead cat. What's in it? What are these fucks?
Brother, look, man. But that was it. So yeah, Median, the fuck hoarder, was supposed to be on Speed. And he was in the win. He never showed. And so Pooh was there, and we was just like, all right. Pooh was like, all right, well, me and you would just rock the shit. Let's just me and you rock it.
Oh, shit.
And we was like, all right, let's rock it. And so we rocked it. And then after it was done, we was like, shit, man, this is like better than ever we expected. Right. And so I did the hook. I sang the hook on the record. And it really, for me, was just at the time, and I mean, I've told this story like a lot of times, but like the singing for me, it was really initially supposed to just be like placeholders. Like I was just like, okay, let me just get the idea down good enough so it makes sense, and then someone else can come and sing it over, like just whatever. But I would do it, and I'm like, all right, well, what y'all think? And niggas was just like, yo, I mean, we rock with it, fuck it, let's just keep it. So I was like, all right, well, fuck it. And so it just started from there. And so from that point on, after Speed, we just kept recording records, me, Pooh, and Knife. And, you know, over the course of, 7 months, 6, 7 months, whatever, because we were still very much working day jobs at that time. Like, you know what I mean? And that's something that, I mean, me and Kazi had this conversation just, you know, off camera stuff, but it was,
Harvey J said what's up, too.
Oh, man, what's up,
My bad, Justin Harvey, my bad from, I seen the wrong Harvey. My bad. It's not. It's from
I thought
Innocence.
the Henny God was.
It wasn't Henny God, but it was because we drank. I thought
we
he
gonna
was
have-
sponsoring this shit.
Yeah,
I thought he smelled the offering.
We gonna have Henny God on though. We gonna make that happen. Yeah,
But go ahead, I'm sorry.
Oh no, bro, it's all good. But nah, man. I mean, that was it. I mean, it was just like at the time I think we were kind of the guinea pigs for a lot of shit. You know, not just in North Carolina, but just also just kind of for what was happening in the industry at large, because we were one of the first kind of internet groups that like achieved it, you know, first on the internet before, you know what I mean? And so the thing about that, man, is like, and I even tell kids, you know, now, like the cats I see coming up, and I mean, it's unfortunate because you don't get a chance to develop, you know what I mean? It's like, you know, imagine if Jay-Z would have put out In My Lifetime.
Or OK Player.
Right. On OK Player. Imagine if Jay-Z would have dropped Can't Knock the Hustle on SoundCloud.
Right.
Like, there's a chance that he, or not even Can't Knock the Hustle, I mean, fucking, what's like one of the ones that missed? Like fucking Sunshine.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like, imagine him dropping that on SoundCloud in, 97, 98. There's a chance that he probably never even would have got a chance to get the Hard Knock Life. Right. Because he would have been done. It would just been like, nigga, hell nah. You know what I mean?
To the next thing.
Yeah, on to the next one.
Right.
So, you know what I mean? So at that time, it was kind of unfortunate. I see it happen to guys now where it's like, for us, it was like we put out music and, you know, things started happening, and your music can move faster than you can. It'll move faster than you will. And I mean, now, I mean, you see it now with these cats that come out, niggas put out a single, and then damn 3 months later they hit fucking Fatal for it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Man. And it's just like, really? I mean, you know, so it's like, so you don't really get a chance to develop. You never got that chance. And that was one of the things that I can at least be thankful for just with LB. We had that time to really just kind of incubate ourselves and develop our sound. So by the time it did reach the internet, it was more developed, and we had some sense of, at least I felt a strong sense of who we were. And, you know, because it's tough now. Like now, I mean, I couldn't imagine being a new, like, fresh out the blue rapper in 2017. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Like,
I got a two-part question. Was y'all always Little Brother? And if y'all wasn't, what was y'all names before that y'all picked Little Brother?
It was always Little Brother.
Why y'all pick Little Brother?
Well, for us picking the names, I think we wrote down like a bunch of names, and they were just like real fucked up names. Like they were terrible names.
Go ahead, say it.
Like I remember one of them was Round Midnight. That was just one of my favorite jazz songs. We just like Round Midnight, and then another one was. God, don't let me. I can't remember.
I'm saying, yo.
I really want to remember.
We celebrate the fucked up rap names. Everybody
we had a whole conversation of fucked up rap names.
Yeah, the first fucked up rap names.
I think there's like a fucked up rap name template. It's like the name and then and then something like the L the head toucher or D the mic wrecker or like
what you just called median the fuck.
Oh yeah the fuck order.
That's my DJ name was Specs, the man on the deck.
There it is. It's like subject, article, adjective. Goddamn, that's what it is.
My shit was Funkadelic.
You was Funkadelic?
Funkadelic was my.
You know there was actually a group called Funkadelic.
Yeah, and I was Funkadelic.
They're pretty big. They're pretty big.
You was Funkadelic?
Funkadelic. Then I was Illadon after that.
Illadon?
No, Illa.
There's this guy, George.
That's
terrible.
By late 90s, Illadon that's pretty.
That's what I'm
doing. That's more for the course for 97, 98. That's
Great,
I can see the FJ560 leather on you right now.
Yeah, grave diggers area. Yeah.
Like Alpha Mundo.
Yeah. Yep. Helly Hansen bubble vest era.
Illadon was that nigga.
Yeah. Perry Ellis coat.
Sound like a nigga you hear on the Ill Al Scratch remix.
Illadon.
I'll take her featuring Illadon. I'll take her remix featuring Illadon.
Maxine was
Illadon. Mix.
That's right on. It's so on top.
Track 25. Illadon on Franklin Cutlass.
But yeah, dude, that was. I remember like Round Midnight. Well, I can't remember none of the rest of them. They were kind of whack. But basically, how we picked Little Brother is like we put all of our contemporaries, you know what I mean? And so we were like, okay, Common, you know what I'm saying? And that was the thing, like, that I would always stress that, like, Ninth, we would have conversations and, you know, we would talk about, he was like, man, you know, other cats around here, they not really doing what we doing, you know, it's kind of whatever. And my whole thing was always like, look, dude, we're not, the people that are local are not our competition. Like, it's Commons, Quali, Roots, Black Star, like that's our competition, and that was something that always that I learned. A music teacher taught me once, and you know, I even stressed to my son that has music aspirations and kids now. Is like there is no when I get on. There is no when I get in the industry. The minute you wake up and say this is what I want to do, you're in the industry. The minute you wake up and say, I want to rhyme, you're in competition with Lil Yachty. You're in competition with Lil Uzi Vert. It's the minute you say it and you declare it, that's what the fuck it is. So from that day, that's how you gotta, you know, you gotta pursue it. You know, you gotta operate like these niggas is my competition. These are my peers. How do I work to get there? Right. So we picked the name just by we wrote down like Common, Black Star, the Roots, and like all our contemporaries, and then we put Little Brother in there and see, okay, like does that seem like it fits in that? Like if this was a concert bill, would that make sense? And we just looked at it and was like, yeah, that kind of looks cool. All right, Little Brother, fuck it. Okay. And that was it. Yeah.
Yo, that's all right. I mean,
like it up right now. Like it up right now. I'm going to need y'all to like it up right now because Phonte just told y'all the origin of the name of the group on Intelligently Ratchet. You know what I mean?
Yo, Dave said any future collabos with Crick or Evidence?
Yeah. Man.
And two, I want to ask you too, which direction you going in? Is it more Phonte, the solo artist, or is it back towards Foreign Exchange? Like which direction you headed in, like moving forward, you know?
Well, for me, like, I mean, Foreign Exchange, like, me and Nick, shout out to Nicolay, we'll always make records. I mean, Foreign Exchange is pretty much my retirement package. You know what I mean? Like, I can do that shit till I'm 70. You know what I mean? So,
Got 2 more years.
we'll always, you know what I mean? Coming up, I got,
Shots.
nigga, let me tell you though, let me just be all the way real. You know what I'm saying? Let's fuck out bullshit.
We here now. We here. This is why we here.
Let me, you know what I'm saying? Let me just show you
How's your
I'm
driver's license, bro? They don't need
and
some
I
damn
give no
shit.
fucks, you know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna just cover up my membership number. Goddamn right. Fuck y'all niggas wanna do, goddamn. The fuck?
Yo, I called it.
Come on,
I
man.
know
You
what-
goddamn
I
right.
said he better pull his AARP
Come
card.
on, man.
I said that.
Will I get the discounted popcorn at the movies?
I said that.
Will I? Shit. Ain't no shame in my game, goddamn.
Look, that's that free coffee 6 a.m. at Hardee's, nigga. That's gonna get it for you, Tay.
Hey, but if that's the case,
AARP, nigga. What the fuck do for you, nigga?
but black don't crack. If that's the case, if you got an AARP card right now,
No, dude, seriously. No, I mean, I'm 38, but like, dude, I don't know why, I don't know what ARB is doing. Like, nigga, they sent me that shit. They sent me the application like 2 years ago.
right?
And I don't know, maybe it's because I'm a black man, so technically,
profile you,
I'm like
right.
3/4 of the way over. Like,
Diabetes gonna
around
get
like,
you anyway.
around like 50
Your
is
life
over anyway.
expectancy, they were like, send it now. Yeah, go
Send
ahead.
that shit
I was about to say,
down.
like, damn, you ordered
Most of these
enough.
niggas, they, you
I
know,
gotta give you mad praise.
you got about 12 more years. About 50 is gonna be over anyway.
I was like, oh shit, I'm looking for mine because I'm only 1 year younger than him.
Yo, when he said that, I was like, damn.
Yeah, it's coming. It's coming. But nah, dude. I mean, yeah, like FE, me and Nick, we'll probably get to work on some shit for next year, and I'm working on my solo record, and like, I'm just do it and like put it out, and then like, all right, I gotta finish it before we start the breaks, because once we start that, like, that's pretty much that just consumes all my headspace, so it's like.
Right on.
I have to focus on that shit. So
How long are you occupied for, like, a season?
A season generally, I mean, depending on how many episodes. Like the last season was 8 episodes, so that was roughly probably about. It was a couple months. It was like 3 months. So it's, you know what I mean? It's like 3, but it's like 3 like intense months. You know what I mean? But like that's pretty much what you do. And even doing that, I mean, I kind of understood how a lot of the guys that like do a lot of movie and TV work don't really have like recording careers. You know what I'm saying? Like Randy Newman was all the Newman guys, they're like the Newman dynasty that do like a lot of movie scores and stuff like that. Like they don't really put out records. You know what I'm saying? And like once you're on a TV show, I mean shit, we're on the breaks, we're like number 8. But like I know we had 8 episodes, but if you look at a show like The West Wing when it was on, I mean shit, and like at the time I want to say it was Wendy and Lisa on The West Wing. They were doing one of those shows. I don't want to misquote it, but I mean if you're on a show on network that's like 22 episodes or like how they like old school, that would be like one season would be 20 fucking episodes. Like nigga, that's your life. You know what I'm saying? You get, I mean, you make your bread. It's good bread, but like
Every day. Right?
that's what it is. You know what I mean? So that's kind of the trade-off. So so I just try to focus on getting my stuff out the way, and then once it's breaks time, it's like, all right, let me lock in on that.
Okay. Well, yo, I never would propose no bullshit to you, Phonte, but when we take our break, we're working on this man's album right here called The Gorgeous Asshole.
Okay.
And it's like he's coming with the
Yes.
comedy
Dealing with
rap.
the
So I would like to see, any
If
type
you-
of
if you don't-
guidance.
That would be hilarious,
collab,
man.
Yo, and we're coming at it like that Lil Dicky vibe, like
Yeah.
where he's rapping his ass off, but with that sense of humor. You know what I mean? So
Yo, let's talk about comedy. Let's talk.
Yo, hold on.
oh shit!
Don't let Phonte say shit on me.
Hold on.
Yeah, you got to speak.
No, 1 second.
What did
I'm
Hannibal
not gonna
talk to
shit
you,
on this
Tay?
man.
Hold on.
I'm not gonna shit. I'm not, brother.
Okay.
No, hold on. Yo,
Come on your shoulder, shit. That's fucked
you
up.
will.
No, I would not.
Hold on.
Friends, Phonte.
So let me.
I have no desire to do that.
Let me set this up for y'all, all right? So for those of y'all that know, Bishop opened for Hannibal Buress. He
Yeah,
had a
shout
show
out
him.
for that.
Shouts out for that. You know what I
Like
mean?
it though.
I did. I opened up for him.
But if you didn't know,
Right. But what a lot of y'all probably don't know, Phonte, Phonte was the plug on that. You know what I mean? Phonte had the plug, and he reached out to Bishop. So love to Phonte for that. He
woke me out of that. I looked at my phone. I was like, "This? Why the fuck am I?"
Nigga, I was upset. I was like, "Nigga, answer your fucking phone. Like, what the fuck?"
I was like, "I was like, why is this nigga calling me 4 times? Don't he know he famous?" Like,
nigga,
this famous ass nigga calling me? Because I thought he was doing this right here. I thought he was calling to cancel for Intelligent Ratchet. But then I was like this. I was like this. Well, he can't do it. But I was like, why he ain't just send that in the text? Why is he calling me 4 times? So I was like, maybe I need to call this nigga back.
I mean, you think, nigga? Like, look, dude.
No, I was asleep though. I was asleep on the couch. So when I woke up, that's the reason. And I seen him. I was like, okay, it was like Phonte, my son's mother, Phonte. I was like, yo, it was a sandwich. I was like, so I called her back first, see what's going on. All right, boom. Then I called Tay. I was like, yo, what's up? He was like, man, what's going on, man? He said, yo, how much time you got for comedy? And I said, well, I can do strong 20 minutes. And I'm thinking he's asking me for some future shit. I'm like, cool, I can prepare. In my mind, I'm like, he's asking me to get on a stage.
It was in the future.
It was that day. 2 hours.
Like 45 minutes from now. Stay ready.
This nigga, when I'm saying this nigga made me, I was on the phone like Jimmy Iovine. Like I was making sideshow deals and all that shit. Like, yo, listen, who can get my boy? You know what I'm saying? Like, yo. Shout out to him for that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Real talk, man. Real talk. Because a lot of times we talk about niggas hating, but Tay reached out to Bishop, man. That was the plug. So, like, salute.
Look, man. I heard, so I talked to him, but I was like, listen. So, okay, first of all, let me say this. I knew something had kind of went wrong when I didn't hear nothing from him. I knew something. Like, hold on, goddamn, hold on. So like, because I hooked it up. So Hannibal hit me, and he was in town. And he was like, yo, man, like, I'm in town, like, I'm doing this pop-up show. I was like, all right, nigga, I'm at the house, nigga. This is my first weekend home and forever. Like, I'll catch you on that. He's like, all right, it's all good, whatever. He's like, yo, I need an opener. I'm like, well, how much time is it? He telling me time. So I'm like, so that's why I call him. Like, I'm thinking, like, okay, he needs this time, whatever. Right. All right, cool. Let me hit Bishop. I said, I think I got a guy. Let me hit you back. He's like, all right, cool. So then I hit you with it. So I link you guys up. Y'all agree, whatever. So then I saw on Instagram where like y'all took the picture. You was like, yo, shout out Phonte. I was like, okay, cool. I like this. So word up. Right. And then like the next morning, I saw like pictures of you on stage. Like, yo, I opened my hand. I was like, okay. But this nigga ain't called me though. Right. I was like,
he's like,
hold up, though.
So hold on. And that's my fault.
Listen, man, don't apologize. It's all good. You're amongst friends. Right. So listen. So good friends roast each other with love. Right. Look, my nigga. Right. So goddamn. So I get the cut. So I finally I'm up working on shit. So I text him. I'm like, let me just text him and see what the fuck. I literally, because it wasn't recorded. It wasn't, nothing. So I'm like, okay, let me just see what's up. So I hear him like, yo, what's good, bruh? How'd he do? Not good. I was like, yo, what? Like, did he bomb? Yeah. He was like, yeah, he bombed. He said he didn't get booed off stage. He said, yeah, he did kind of bomb. I said, all right. So then I called him. And the thing about Hannibal, like, he just, I mean, you hung with it, but, like, he's just a kind of carefree, like, he's laughing about the shit. Right. He was just like, yeah, man. He's like, yeah, it didn't go good. I was like, word? I said, what happened? He was just like, man, I don't know. He said, it's just one of those nights. Like, sometimes you just have an off night. It just don't connect or whatever. That's what he said, too. And, you know what I mean? He's like, it's just, things don't connect. I said, all right. I said, well, you don't think he's bad? Like, he should just quit forever? He's like, no. He's like, yo, I fuck with him. He's like, I fuck with him. He's like, I told him just to keep working, just keep doing it. Right. He said, he's definitely just keep doing it, but he just got to keep working. I said, all right. Yeah. And so I asked him, I was like, yo, man, I said, so what happens, like, how does a comedian handle a bomb? Mm-hmm. Like, how do you mentally, like, what goes through your mind? Mm-hmm. Like, when the last time you bombed? He said, well, man, I really haven't bombed in a minute. He said, but the last time that I really can remember bombing, he said it was some show he had to do somewhere, and he had been drinking all day. Mm-hmm. He said, I drank so much to the point I forgot I had a show. Mm-hmm. He said, niggas walked me in my green room, and I was in there looking like, why they got everything I like in there? It's like, nigga. He said, dude, he said, I had to give them back. I gave people back their money and all that shit. Right. But yeah, so I asked a question for you because let me just say that. I mean this like from my heart. Mm-hmm. Stand-up comedy is the hardest shit to do. Like it is harder than music. It's harder than music. It's harder than like anything because it's one thing, and this is something I think people get fucked up. Being a stand-up comic is not the same thing as being the funny nigga at the cookout. Exactly. Like that is two different worlds. Like any nigga can sit back and drink some Henny and we just shooting the shit over the joke. Right. It's another thing to sit in front of a crowd where the expectation is, nigga, make me laugh. Right. And you gotta deliver.
And I'm trying not to, damn near.
Right, exactly. Yeah. I'm meeting you with clothes on. Right. You ain't funny, nigga. Right.
Like everybody got a different sense of humor, so it's just like, what the fuck?
No, I mean, honestly, it's like this. If you don't bomb, you're not doing comedy. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is.
It's like the home run king is the strikeout king.
Like what it is. It's like at the end of the day, it's like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Do I take heart of it? No, it's not my first time bombing. I don't give a fuck.
Yo, bro, you know let me say this too in your defense. You had moments. You had some really moments.
He said he had a couple. He said he had a couple laughs.
Yeah. No, that's what I'm saying.
The white people downtown in Durham walking their dog shit was hilarious.
Right.
That was hilarious. Exactly. You had some moments, but I even walked away from it being like, I feel like, there's jokes that you would do on Def Comedy Jam that you're not going to do on Comedy Central. Right. And I think that there was that dynamic present with the Moog Fest crowd, as if those jokes were done at Art of Cool.
Right, yeah.
Like I think
the demographic was different.
Right. And that was the thing.
I lost the crowd with the white people. I was like, yo. But I said, clap your hands for being white in America. Y'all been doing something bad. Because I don't give a fuck. I'm like, yo, there's a bunch of white people. I was like, clap your hands. I was like, fuck that white guilt shit.
Yeah. And then the doctor, they was like, what?
I was like, yo, fuck that white guilt shit. Y'all invented some cool shit. Y'all invented birds right after y'all invented flying right after the birds did it. Y'all invented roads in Rome. You know what I'm saying? Y'all invented World Conquer. And y'all invented something near and dear to me. Light-skinned black people. Thanks for the rape.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a thing. I like that. That's some Anthony Jeselnik shit right there. Right?
Bishop touched on rape culture. He dove right in. He dove right in. It was one of those jokes where you're like,
but that's comedy.
That's comedy.
That's how it's supposed to be. It's like, oh yeah, this rape.
Motherfuckers do be raping.
They be raping all day. They didn't get in the house before they start raping tonight. Yeah,
he saves more than he rapes.
He saves more than he rapes. Nigga, that is a fucking masterclass. But yeah, so dude, so talk me through it. So like bombing, like as it's happening. No, I'm not. Yo, I really want to know it. Like, yo, I mean this for real. Because, dude, no. Y'all laughing. I'm serious.
The way he said it.
Bombing.
So as it happens, so as you tumble down this bottomless pit, what is going on in your mind?
You cannot make people happy.
Yo, because like Chris Rock, he broke, like we interviewed him on Quest of Supreme a while back, and he made a great point. He was like, the thing with musicians, he's like, I kind of like talk shit about musicians. He was like, musicians as a musician, you're performing every night, but your shit is proven. Right. You're performing your hits. You're performing songs that people have heard a million times. They heard on the radio. They've been singing it at their job. I'm paying to come hear this shit I already know. Right. A comedian, like, nigga, I gotta write new hits every night. Right. Like, I gotta, you know what I'm saying? I gotta constantly have a hit. You know what I mean? So I ask these questions seriously because, I mean, again, stand-up comedy is like some hard shit to do.
No.
So, like, when you're going through it, like, when you hit a punchline or whatever and it doesn't connect, what do you do?
Well, and since I've been doing it, like, you know what I'm saying, I ain't gonna say I've been in 20 years, you know what I'm saying, but
how long have you been doing?
I've been doing comedy about hard body about 7 years.
Okay.
So, you know what I'm saying, like, honestly, I'm still a new comic to the game for the amount of successful stuff that I have done during comedy, like when my YB Normal tour and all that stuff, and a successful been having my own tour and everything like that, and opening up for other acts and all that stuff, and the shit that I posted. I've done a lot for a nigga that's been doing it in 7 years. It's kind of like the same thing as a rapper coming out, being on Jay-Z album after you've been rapping for 7 months.
Right.
So, so you just gonna bomb. Look, I've been there when I had a tight set. You know what I'm saying? This is a couple years ago. When I had a tight set, I had a 4 15-minute set that I used to do every time, 4 and 15-minute set. And I could go out and I could do this set. Boom, boom, boom. I've done it right here. I'll be done. I go to Phonte cookout and kill. Go to the Facto crib and niggas look at me like this. It's over. Yeah. So, and again, you know what I'm saying? Some people get it. It's just like, boom, you know what I mean? You only get a certain amount of time to allow the crowd to like you, and then it's about structuring your set out. You know what I'm saying? And where I went wrong was when I started off with the actual the white people in Durham joke.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Great joke. I love that.
You know what I'm saying? White people in Durham joke.
So relevant.
Yeah, and it goes into other jokes that I forgot about. So it's like, you know what I mean? So when you get your set, it's like this. Comedy's a science, because it's like this. You gotta know when to do a callback.
Right.
So it's like if I tell a joke about white people in Durham, by the end of my set I gotta call back to come back to the white people in Durham.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's the little stuff, and then it's about when to let them off the hook and when to bring them back. Because if I was getting belly roll last and I killed, and people like, yo, I want to laugh so hard,
But
you don't want to do that.
Nah, there's no dynamic.
You'll kill your crowd.
And the crowd was very back.
I don't blame the crowd. I don't blame the crowd.
Stereo gum. It was very noisy. It was very, you know what I mean? Vice.
But the thing was,
like it
I knew
crowd.
that was Hannibal's crowd. And so, and the reason why I recommended you was because I thought it would be somebody. I knew you would be opposite of him.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, y'all are not really in the same lane. So I thought it would be dope to be like, okay, he'll be the yin to your yang or vice versa.
Right.
So, because I even told her, I was like, yo, he's not like you. You ain't got to worry about. He's not going to do the same kind of jokes and tell him that way.
Exactly.
It should be a nice contrast.
Right.
So that was what made me call.
I enjoyed experiences like this. Like I said, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't one of my best sets ever, but it wasn't my worst either. So guess what? I say this, my man. So I was middle.
It was your biggest.
It was my biggest.
Like it up. Yo, because I'm gonna say this just off of the presence of you being there. So you know. Good look, Tay, regardless.
Oh, no, man. The main thing I just wanted to tell him, I was like, yo, because he didn't reach out. I'm like, yo, is the nigga, he think I'm tight with him? Like, yo, that made this nigga look bad. Like, nigga, we was laughing about this shit on the phone. I'm like, dude, it's all good. I said, he bombed. He was like, yeah, he did kind of bomb. I said, I'm gonna clown the fuck out this nigga. He was like,
I just did my bad. Y'all meant to call you and then life happened. I was like, fuck, I didn't fuck you.
But he did. So he was like, yo, I fuck with him. He was like, man, tell him just keep working. He says, so he's like, he's a good dude. He's like, I fuck with him. It's all good.
Yeah.
But so what did you learn? So what will you learn from that set to apply to your next set?
From my next set?
Real shit.
Oh,
I want to hear
it's
that.
like this. Like I do when any set that I do, it's like this. My jokes ain't for everybody. You know what I'm saying? So it's like what you just have to do. It's about reading the crowd.
Right.
It's about reading the crowd. It's about, you know what I'm saying? It's about not letting what I think where I really fucked up was I was rushing through some shit. Yep. You know what I'm saying? And it was like this. Because I had those quick jokes and I wanted to keep the crowd going because I had that pressure. And what I should have been just Bishop Omega on stage. Yep. Like I normally do.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Normally I don't have butterflies. Normally I'm not nervous. I get on stage because I do it. You know what I'm saying? I've been, you know what I'm saying? Like, we've been on stage since our teens.
It was a big moment.
Yeah, it was a big moment. But I'm saying it wasn't even like even there. It wasn't the biggest crowd I've ever rocked in front of. You know what I'm saying? It was just like, oh shit. You know what I'm saying? This is the biggest crowd in Durham I rocked in front of. It's the biggest crowd that I've actually done a comedy set. But no, I've done hip hop shows.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying?
You have the experience.
You know what I'm saying? I have the experience. But it was like, oh my god. You know what I'm saying? It's like I wanted it was the pressure. Like, yo, Tay called me. That nigga famous. Hell, I got all these famous niggas looking at me. I'm the mid bleak.
Oh, wow.
I had the mid bleak.
I had the mid bleak out here. Oh no!
I had the mid bleak. I was like, yo, I gotta do super something crazy.
I got my mom, Mike. Shit out of that shit.
Him not.
That's gangsta.
Him dollar, him holler.
Well, shorty used to braid my hair. Any nigga that's harder than me in the mess hall with his chest out.
Nigga.
It's alright.
So yeah, I didn't have my strongest set, but fuck it. You know what I'm saying? I looked at it like this. So the pictures don't lie, so fuck it. You know what I'm saying? I can lie.
So what was your opening, if you remember, what was your, like, they say, okay, ladies and gentlemen, comes to the stage, Bishop Omega. and then you get the mic, and then what?
I said, yo, well, I did the white people in Durham.
The white people in Durham was a good setup because the gentrification is the topic. It was a real hipster crowd.
Yeah, I was like, yo, I remember when you was doing. So what happened in Durham?
I would say this: it was one of the crowds where it was like predominantly white, but half of the crowd would have said Black Lives Matter.
Yeah.
It was one of those crowds.
Very liberal,
you know what I'm saying?
Progressive kind of. That's Hannibal. That's his crowd.
Yeah,
that's his definitely.
Like half the crowd is definitely woke to the shit that's going on, right?
Yeah, this one chick was like, "You're misogynist."
Somebody.
He said that
on
shit.
Jesus Samero. He got on Jesus Samero and
like,
talked
I was
about
in Durham or whatever, and the chick screamed out, "Keep working on your misogyny." And he roasted
some super woke feminist chick challenged him in the middle of his set. She heckled him like 2 or 3 times. She heckled him 2-3 times in the middle of his set.
He said, "Let's
let's
talk about it."
He said, "Let's talk about it." And she's like, "No, how am I being misogynist?" And she didn't say anything. He was like, "There you go. I gave you the floor. Now you're worth nothing." That's it.
Yes.
Yeah,
I love it. I fucking love it.
Yeah, he ripped out a fallopian tube live on stage like a Mortal Kombat fatality.
We're ripping out fallopian tubes and we doing it live on wax.
You ain't get no booze though. I'm gonna give you that.
No, I don't get
You ain't get no booze.
They might not. Yo, it was like this, but again, some people was like, "Yo, you got soft gigglers."
But
you know what I'm saying?
This is the thing too, though, Bishop. This is the thing too, right? You're gonna go 1-on-1 with Jordan. You're gonna go 1-on-1 with Kobe and get shit on, but you're gonna come away better for it, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And that was the bar. Like you seeing how far cats got to go, what the situation to be. Like I think you're just gonna grow from it. And like, shouts out.
Oh yeah, man.
So where do you go to work out? Like where's like a comedy gym?
Comedy gym. Charlie Goodnight's comedy. Like what I used to do. The reason why I used to get so many reps of comedy because I started doing my own shows.
Okay.
I was just like, yo, let's do YB normal shows. You know what I'm saying? And I just worked out in my shows. So all the shit I was doing open mics, I was the host. So I got a bunch of dope ass comedians. And while they worked on their already trained sets, I go up and try shit. Let's try this tonight.
Right.
And I built my set that way. So then when I came out, it was like, this motherfucker is hilarious. You know what I'm saying? Because I could keep you 5 minutes. And then before I fell, I could jump off stage. Mm-hmm. And then I could chill because the other comedians got my back. So that's what I did. I just was like, yo, I'm funny. You know what I'm saying? Let's do that. And YB Normal went hard for about 2.5 years. Like, I mean, I was packing shit out. Like,
and you got the element of like Ed Lover, Dr. Dre, of like hip hop comedy. It's like, you know what I mean? It's like infused in what you do. Like, because a lot of people recognize you from the Microphone Monday, Sunday.
And I think that's what happens is too. From like if I now it's like this. From a straight comedy crowd, like I know how to do stand-up. I know how to structure a joke. Right. That's the biggest thing. What people don't understand, like you talking about when you at the barbecue, you don't know how to structure that joke
because you don't have to structure.
You don't have to structure.
It's just talking. Right. It's talking. Yeah.
Right. But it's like it's that joke. It's like everything is set up and punchline for me now. So when I was like, Bishop, you always on? Yeah, the reason why I'm always on because I'm trying shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So whatever I say, whatever goes on in this conversation and shit, like boom, we talk about that. Bam, 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 bam. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh shit. When you said that shit about the 12 fucks, I might just be like, yo, I'm gonna give 12 fucks. You know what I'm saying? And go over there and I'm gonna fuck hoarder. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? But people didn't see that shit. I'm like, yeah, I stole that shit. I'm gonna give you $12. But you know what I'm saying?
We all steal.
Right, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, you know what I'm saying? But it's like you get ideas and stuff like that from conversations that you have, and that's the type of person I am.
You know, speaking of which, and if y'all don't know, like Tay always, and this is what cats used to ask me and tell me, yo, I would be like, yo, y'all don't understand Tay's sense of humor is like a weapon. Like I used to tell cats, you know, just from interacting and fucking with you through the years, I'm like, his sense of humor is like a weapon of war, bro. Like, you know what I mean? And I think that you getting the right for these shows, showcase that, and the Percy Miracle movement era, like everything to
Percy
me.
Miracle
like,
is Buttercream Jones. Now.
Yo, right? You know what I'm saying? That would be a dope battle, Percy versus Buttercream.
Yo, you see how we battled Ichabod Soul Train already? You know what I'm saying?
Yo, but
I mean that was just. But again, all that stuff it just came from battling. It came from hip hop. I mean, and that was the thing to me, just in terms of just with battling and rhyming. I mean, comedy played a big part in it because comedy is just all about being witty, and being witty is about being brief. Mm-hmm. It's like the more direct the joke is, the more compact it is. It's like boom. It's just like oh shit. And so trying to compose my rhymes are like that in the same way, and that was something that was really hard for me. Like when I went from Little Brother to like working on my solo stuff, it was a hard transition, and it's still something that I really haven't. I don't think I certainly haven't mastered yet, and it's something I still struggle with just because I'm so used to like. It's like you're going from writing short stories to writing novels.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like you going from, okay, I know on this song, I got 16, he got 16, I only got 116, so nigga, let me fit all this shit in 16. Everything I want to say, let me get it in. But then it's like you go to your own stuff, and it's like, shit, I got 2 16s, or 3 16s, or 3 12s, or whatever the fuck I want to do. You know what I mean? This is like, man, so a big part of me was like actually learning that I'm still learning is just how to stretch it out. You know what I mean? Because I'm so used to just compacting it, and that was really like you talk about the comedy and just the sense of humor. That was really what it was. Because in the battles, it was never a thing of when I always watched battles and I would watch MCs. It was never the street guys that won the battles. Right. It was never the niggas. I got this many guns and I'm gonna clap this. And I'm gonna shoot your mom and I'm gonna do this shit. Right. I mean, if they said some fly shit, it was cool. Right. But the niggas that always won was the funny niggas. The niggas that said something that connected with everybody, where it's just like, oh my God.
Got the whole room laughing.
Yeah, everybody. It's like, because everybody can't relate to, you know, I got this gun and I'm going to shoot this nigga, I'm going to do this, do that. If you got on a fucked up shirt, nigga, everybody relate to that immediately. And I'm going to call you on that shit.
And we all see it. Right?
And we all see it. I can't not see it.
I can't not see
it, nigga.
Like what happened
that shit? That shit.
When, what's the name was like, yo, when the old boy came over with the Wu Whale on and he murked him out on the shit. He was like, yo, shout out to man Covalent, because that brings it, because because that, I remember that shit off that. So this guy came up, 2 white dudes battle, Covalent and another guy.
Oh man, I remember Covalent.
And yo, they was like, yo, your topic is white on white crime. And Covalent went into all sorts of type of white on white crime. He was like, yo, he said, I'm the dude that'll put you in the oven because he said, I'm a German and you're Jews. Yeah. He was like, and you Jew and you lose or something like that. Then he was like, and he was like, you the reason why white on white crime is getting bigger because you's a white boy, but you trying to be and put the mic down and walked off. And the crowd did this right here was like, no!
It was like delayed. Because you know what he's about to say. Like, you know what he's about to say. But he says like, oh.
Yo, look, he came on stage and was like this. Hey, Bishop, if they try to jump me tonight, you got my back? I said, on that line, I would have to have your back. I was like, yo.
The first time I met Bishop, he climbed me.
Yeah.
Yo, real rap. I remember. He probably don't remember. It was one of them festivals Crystal had. One Beats and Bars was one of them events. And we went there, and I had an olive green polo shirt on. And
olive green?
Yo, my Air Force, my dunks was matching with them. I was good. Dunk games was on point. The boy came up to me. I'm in the middle of the crowd, just looking like, okay, he hosting whatever. He's like, yo, you're Turks, tight shit. And everybody's looking like, ah! I was looking like, I'm gonna fuck this ball up. I'm like, all right, I'm be quiet though.
Right. You know what he did? He did the same thing. He did the same thing Edgar Allan Poe did. When I said everybody put your hands up. When you 6'7", you put your fucking hands up. No, like Edgar Allan, everybody else is 5'3". Yeah. Edgar's the only one. I was like, no, you nigga, you put your hands up.
Yo, he called me out. I was like, all right.
And Bishop, when he hosts too, he'll maintain that asshole energy. Okay. Like, no, the show's not going no further till niggas put their hands up.
Yeah, exactly. I ain't saying shit up.
No, DJ, cut off the music. No.
Turn on the lights.
Bartender, don't serve nobody else. Drink. No. Door nigga, don't let nobody else in. No. Lock the door to the bathroom. No. Niggas ain't smoking. Put that Newport out, son. No.
Put your hand up.
Yeah, he do that. He do that when he's home.
Classic Bishop.
He does. He does that shit. And I be like, yo, chill.
Like, do I say no that much?
Yeah.
No, you do.
No.
Man, you be hard on the end too. No.
But hey, man. But shit, you hosted Hillmatic, articles, Beats and Bars. I mean,
AOC.
So,
Yep.
I mean,
shout out to that.
Keep doing what you
Only
doing.
thing I ain't do yet was hopscotch.
All right. Yo, Tay. Real rap though. A lot of people want to know this. I know everybody watching that love you and love Little Brother.
just real shit. Will there ever be a reunion? Will there ever be anything in the future? You know,
Probably not.
Probably not.
I mean, the thing is, will there be like a full reunion? I don't know. Doubtful. I mean, the thing is, like, we're all good and we're all cool, and so I'm sure we'll probably all work together. Like, Pooh was just in my crib yesterday. Right. You know what I mean? Like, Pooh and Joe came through. Like, we kicked it all day. You know what I mean? They played each other's shit. And, you know what I mean? So, I mean, there's definitely the possibility of us working. I think is like, particularly with me and Pooh, with me and Knife, like it's just different, just because it's kind of like we've worked together since then. So it's like the air is kind of out. But with me and Pooh, it's like niggas just want to get on with their life. You know what I mean? It's like I want to be able to like my homeboy's picture on Instagram and the shit not being on Hip Hop DX tomorrow. You know what I mean? Like I just want to just be able to kick it with my nigga. Yeah, like you know what I mean? So me and Pooh, like we've ever talked about just possibly like doing some stuff and just like, all right, man, like just to be able to get back to what it was that we used to do. It's just like if he needed, like you need a hook on a record, you need a verse, nigga, I got you. Vice versa, we can just create, and it's not this thing. Is it this? Is it gonna be this? It's like, what does this mean? Nigga, we did a record. That's what the fuck it mean. That's it. You know?
At the end of the day, yo, them niggas did a record. Like, I think hip hop. Listen, y'all, everybody's excited. We probably gonna have like 5,000 viewers. What I'm gonna say is this right here.
Been killing on the music.
Yo, what I'm saying is this right here, B. What y'all have to understand is this.
Yeah, hold on. Okay. I'm sorry, bro. Real quick, his homie commented. Yo, man, yeah, let's just go ahead and put that out there. I had no problem with Phonte whatsoever, man. You know what I'm saying? He just said, I'm glad y'all cool again. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
And I don't, like, yeah, zero.
Or maybe he's talking about me and Pooh. Maybe that's what
that too. That's what it was. Yeah, but both. Honestly, you know what I mean? Like, just in general.
Just take over the beat out there.
Yeah, nigga, yeah. I'm just saying. I'm just addressing the comment. I saw it. Yeah, nigga. Spirit 94. On that nigga, right? Yo. You silly. But, yeah, just in general. Just putting that. Yeah, look, homie said that too. Exactly. Because now a lot of niggas when they even saw the picture, they're like, "Word," and I was like, "Yeah, man, like yo, fuck all the whatever you thinking or whatever." And just off camera, like you said, me and Tay had a grown man conversation, and you know what I mean. And that's a beautiful thing, and it's a great look for him to be on the show. You know what I mean? Nothing but respect for the G, and y'all know what it is, man. So yeah, ain't nothing. We out here, Tay out here doing it.
Like,
you know what I'm saying?
You get to a certain age, like beefing. It's like, nigga,
about what?
I gotta get my kid the fucking carpool, nigga.
Real talk. Yeah.
Quick question.
What I gotta
Quick question.
What up?
Yeah.
Because you are a lot of favorite rappers' favorite rapper.
Okay.
Who's your favorite rapper?
My guys right now,
top
my
5
MCs right now. Oh God, the top 5.
Bishop Omega, Bishop
Bishop. Yo, dude. I mean, I think probably for me, my favorite. Well, not my favorite. Just my top 5. I mean, God. One for me will always be Rakim. Like that's always it for me. Simply because, for me, he was the Alpha and Omega. Like after him. He was the MC that came out and immediately rendered everyone who came before him obsolete.
Yes.
Like people, when they talk about hip hop, and particularly in the earlier days, like when in the formative years of it, I don't think people really understand how competitive that shit was and how volatile it was. Right. Because I mean, you got to think about it like from the Sugar Hill Gang, which was like party rap and just the kind of just hip hop, skip hop, Scooby Doo, that shit. Okay, so then the message comes out. You know what I mean? And like, so the message comes out, so there's that shit.
Game changer.
You know what I'm saying? Like there's that. Yeah. So you got, Grandmaster, you got Melly Mel, Furious 5, these niggas looking like Earth, Wind, and Fire and shit. Cowboy shit.
Yeah.
So then, then Run DMC comes out, and they did that shit. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was over. You know what I mean? Like, that was...
Yeah, it wasn't no transition.
No!
It was like this. You did it. Like they did the same thing with Big with Kwame.
It's a reason.
Played out with Kwame with the polka dots. No one woke.
That ended.
Right.
That ended
The Bishop Omega. No.
It's a reason. It's a reason this shit was called Style Wars, bro.
Right.
You talking about whose influence is gonna reign supreme? Who, like, you know what I mean? Like, who you gonna dress like? Who you walking and talking like? Whose sound is the one that everybody trying to copy and imitate? It's a Style War.
And that's what it was. And it was a Style War, and it was definitely, I think, one of the key differences between just this generation and kind of generation that we came up in, but really like the generation like for us, it's like their thing was my style is better than yours. Now the thinking is, oh, I can do that style too. Now niggas is just shame.
I can imitate. I can do
I
it better.
do that. Yeah. I can do it better than you.
I just want to
this was how I can do that.
I'm gonna do that.
And it's just like, you know, so yeah, so it was them. It was Run DMC, and then shit was over. And then like, I mean, I remember reading like an interview with DMC, or in the Run DMC book, I think it's the Raising Hell joint. I read a couple years ago, and DMC was 100. He was just like, yo, I remember hearing Nation of Millions, hearing like an early copy of Nation of Millions, and he said, nigga, I knew we was done. He was like, we heard Nation of Millions, and he said, and I just knew, he was like, dog, I'm over. Like, that's it for me.
That Bomb Squad shit was sounding
nigga,
so
it was
crazy.
over.
It sounded so hard.
Right. So it's like, so you had them, like, so then that ended that era. You had, like, in Run DMC, they were, like, yelling, but then you had Rakim come with just, you know, all the time, like that nasal, and that ended that. So then niggas wasn't yelling on records no more. Niggas was quiet. So it's like, once he arrived, I mean, dude, that was it. Like, that was, like everybody came before him.
You had to know how to rap.
You had to know how to rap. You had to know how to rap. And so that was like, to me, he's like always just the one. I mean, that was fucking it.
You know,
to me.
You know what? Because I'm you know, if there was a yearbook of rap niggas, I'm in the class. You know what I mean? Me and Phonte around that same age. You know what I mean? And this is the thing. I remember around the time that Ye was coming back out, and just alluding to what we talking about now. And he commented. Kanye commented. He said there was another group that had a similar vibe. Well, he said something to that effect. To like. At a press conference where he was like, yeah, there was another group that was on the same shit that I was on. And I know if I didn't get ahead of them, I was fucked.
Yeah, right.
And he was talking about Little Brother.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I remember you took issue with that he didn't just say that it was y'all.
Yeah. I remember that was like some years ago. That was like back in.
It was a minute ago.
That was like 07, something like that.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, dude, it was just a thing of, I guess for me, it was a lot of things just about the game that I didn't really understand. It was things that I had to learn just because the type of person I am and the way I process things, it was just different. So for me, I remember at that time, like we were on tour with Kanye. This is back in like 03. And the funny thing was at the time, like, I mean, we got more love than he did. You know what I'm saying? So, because this is like right before College Dropout came out. And then even when College Dropout dropped, like it wasn't just like this monster, it kind of bubbled a little bit. So like we were doing shows like opening up for them and stuff, and I mean, dude, like I remember him telling me, he was like, yeah man, I saw your verse in The Source when I got the Yo-Yo verse, the rhyme of the hip hop hole or whatever, and he was just like, yeah, I was like, man, this dude, he about to get my style before I get to it. Now in my mind, I'm like, okay, I understand that if we're both playing on the same level. So, like, if we're both shooting baskets at Madison Square Garden, I get it. Because it's like, okay, yeah, nigga, we're in the same arena. But, nigga, if you at Madison Square Garden and I'm at the fucking Y, you know what I mean? And at that time, I mean, he was on Def Jam and we were indie. You know what I mean? And so it was just, you know, I was like,
that's when indie wasn't indie what it is now.
It's not what it is now. Like now, indie is like, I mean, the tables have kind of turned now. So now, indie is more so. Indie, just like everything else in the world, has been fucking gentrified and co-opted. So now, indie is the thing. It's a selling point. So now you got labels that will sign niggas and like put them out without the label on it, to make it look as if it's indie.
Right.
And then once
they
pop,
signed the RCA or Warner
all
on
that
the
shit.
low.
Yeah, man. Like look, let me just about the music business. Let me just say, look, everything you heard is a fucking lie.
Just put it out there,
Everything
Tay.
you know, it's a fucking lie.
Just put it out there, bro.
I mean, it's,
Real
don't
talk.
believe none of this shit. It's a fucking lie.
Take the hairpiece off.
You know what I mean?
No,
I'm just sick of it. What's that song? Rubbing off tattoos?
It's all fucking bullshit, dude. So I mean, so that was what indie was. But at the time, I mean, back then, again, we came on like at the time right before the record industry just went like completely to shit,
right,
and just couldn't rebuild. So it's like at that time, I mean, being indie really was indie. Right. You know what I mean? I mean, we didn't really have the reach that he had on Def Jam or whatever. And so, but yeah, I remember him saying that, and I was just like, nigga, like,
right, yeah,
what the fuck? But I mean, but at the time I understood, you know what I'm saying, just, I came to understand like how he worked, and I understood how he think, how he thought. And I mean, truthfully, the one thing I truthfully can't say, and I've said this before like several times, Kanye has not changed. He is the same nigga. He is the same nigga. Like he's been the same nigga. He just now is able to be that nigga on a huge platform. But he's like that same drive. Like I remember we did the I See Now record, and I remember him calling me over an ad lib. Like I put an ad lib in a joint, and he wanted to leave it out. I'll never forget it. And he's like, yo, I think we should leave it out. I was like, man, leave it in. I think we should leave it out. So he keeps pushing and pushing. I'm like, nah, my nigga. Like I really, he was talking, nah, my nigga. Like for real, I really think my nigga. Like you need it. And I'm like, dude, like I literally have to go and pick up my son from school. Like, nigga, I don't give a fuck about this act, like whatever. So I just gotta let it go. I leave. So then like I'm driving home or whatever, and my phone rings. Yeah. And I'm like, nigga, are you serious? Hey, my nigga, I really think you should reconsider the ad lib. Like, nigga. I said, dude, if it means that much, please just take it out. I don't care. But that was what it was. That was how, like, just how obsessive he would be about stuff like that. You know what I mean? And so, I mean, for better or for worse. You know what I mean? So yeah, at that time, I mean, we had that a lot of influence. But the thing that I just came to realize for me, and I can't speak for none of the other members in the group, for me, I just kind of just came to realize that I was much more content and much more fulfilled just doing things on my own and having control over my music and being able to present it the way I want to present it and just living my life. You know what I mean? Like it was something that I just didn't, you know, like at the time, you know, we talk about just like different shifts in music. So at the time when we came up, there really was no, like we came up in the era of like Michael Jackson. So like Michael Jackson was like Prince. 80s Prince, exactly. Megalomania, just complete fucking MTV videos, like just world supremacy.
They're gods.
They're gods. You know what I mean? That was it. And then on rap, it was the same shit. It was LL, Run DMC. You know what I mean? Like these niggas was like superheroes. So there really wasn't the idea of a working class musician. Like that wasn't really something that really happened until probably like the maybe early 2000s. And to me, the kind of the progenitor of that was Doom. You know what I'm saying? Like Doom was a dude who like going from being signed to a label, his brother dying, getting dropped by the label. Like he has like one of the craziest stories, and then just kind of going away and then reinventing himself as MF Doom. Being a cult, and like getting to the bag, nigga. Like that nigga was a new business model. Like Doom was a disruption. You know what I mean? And so there wasn't that paradigm when we were coming up. You know what I mean? I think had there been a Doom that I could look at and be like, yo, like this dude I don't really see him on videos. He don't be on award shit like that. But like this nigga is getting bread.
You know who else we had about that? And again, what kind of hurt the regional effort? The nigga Tech Nine.
Oh, absolutely.
Tech Nine is the richest independent artist ever. Yo, he's like, yo, for real, if y'all don't,
you know,
Tech Nine and Atmosphere
too, right?
Atmosphere. Shout out to Slug and Ant, man. Them my niggas. Like, yo, they. So yeah, it was just that thing. So like, once I saw that, I was just like, man, like, once I saw like what being famous entailed and like just how much of a prison that shit was, I was like, yeah, nigga, this shit ain't.
It's not that freedom that you think you're gonna have.
Oh no, it's the exact opposite. It is. I equate fame to like fame is like how niggas go to jail and they say when you go to jail, whatever age you are when you go to jail, that's what age you are when you get out. If you get out, you know. So if you get locked up at 21 and you know do life, nigga, you're just gonna be 21 until you die.
The mentality's not gonna evolve in any way. No growth.
It's not gonna evolve. No growth. Right. And so fame, I think, is the same way. Like whatever year you are, when you get on, like when you become just the man, like you know what I mean. You pretty much stay there because you don't evolve. You may evolve artistically, but you don't really evolve as a person because you just got people kissing your ass all the time, and that ain't real life. So you don't really ever have that chance to like when are you ever challenged?
Right.
When are you ever, you know, like what is
everybody's so free because you feed so many.
You feed so many people, and so
where's
your iron sharpening iron moment? Where is that coming from?
Right.
So
that's why y'all. That's why I want to give my
yes
services to cats like that because, again, more people. I was gonna say this for real. Like more people like need to have my mentality about situations like this. It doesn't matter how famous my homeboy gets. The first thing before he's famous, he was my homeboy. So guess what? This nigga Kazi could have blown up and be driving a Bentley truck on a plane, riding a camel. Fuck that nigga Kazi. That's what Bishop Omega says every time. It's gonna be like this, like before, you know what I'm saying? But no, it's like this. If Kazi takes some shit fucked up, I'm the nigga like, yo, that shit fucked up. No, you can't buy a Mongolian baby. That's against the fucking rules.
Why not?
I want the Mongolian baby. It's a baby.
I want real Mongolian.
Right, yo, you can't have a real Mongolian baby.
No,
I want Mongolian babies. Maybe I'm Mongolian breast milk.
Tigolo. No, Tigolo. Carrying around a baby cylinder is not the way to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Real Mongolian.
It's real Mongolian, yo. No, dude. So yeah, man. So that's kind of like just my shit. Right. I'm like, yo, dude. I just made the shit I want to make. I'm my own man. I set my own hours. I'm able to like have a life. And there's the thing too, man. I always tell people, man, like you can't, you know, you can have the game, but you can't let it have you. You know what I mean? Like there has to be parts of yourself where it's just like, look, dude, like. It's just certain days, like, nigga, I'm not answering my phone. Like, I remember reading this, like, Ratchet documentary or something, and it was I can't remember the context. I'm drawing the blank right now, but
this nigga memory. Let's Ratchet, stop. This nigga Phonte has the memory of a goldfish. This nigga can't remember shit. Yo, this is your 12th time saying my nigga. You know I can't remember that. I can't remember like names.
Yeah, I can't remember the name. I remember it was in a documentary. But anyway, it was a guy. It was like this talent agent guy. It was like this, like some rich white nigga. But he was talking about. He was saying like, He said he would call clients. He would call them at like 3 in the morning. Mm-hmm. And he said the reason we would do that. He said if I call you at 3 in the morning and you answer the phone, that's how I know I got you. Because and what that does is that sets a precedent. So
the money call.
If you'll answer the phone for 3 in the morning for me, you'll answer that shit anytime. Like I call you 4, 5, 6, like whatever. And so you have to be aware and just say like, nigga, I don't give a fuck if who calling, nigga. Right. If it's 3 in the morning, I ain't answering the fucking phone. Exactly. Like if you ain't calling to tell me somebody done died or God forbid something done happened with my family or something like that. Right. Nigga, this shit can wait till I wake up. Right. You know what I mean? Like, and you have to set those boundaries for yourself. I mean, it's taken a while, like, to get to that realization, but you just realize, man, at least for me, my realization more so, like, just in my late 30s, you just realize, like, man, this shit is not going, it's just a way to provide for your family. It's a way to, like, do something you love and provide, but, like, nigga, this shit ain't gonna love you back. You know what I mean? Like, when you fucking laid up in the hospital, whatever, like, nigga, your record label ain't coming to check you. Mm-hmm. Like, your goddamn, your Twitter followers ain't about to damn pull up on you and goddamn, you know what I mean? It's
chip on his hospital bill.
Yeah, nah, like niggas ain't gonna go. They might, you'll go fund me. Like, nah, they just
Facebook prayers ain't gonna pay none of the
bills. I mean, and we appreciate the Facebook prayers. I mean, I'm not saying that, but it's like
shitting on them.
Yeah, you know what I mean? But it's real. It's just like you have to have something to just say, look, man, this is what I do. But this is not who I am, and this is not the entirety of my life. And so that's why now for me, it's like I work and I go home. I just go and, you know, I will do Quest of Supreme, I take, come back. You know what I'm saying? We'll do shows. Like I think pretty much now, like all my homies, like we all on like the dad schedule.
Right.
So like we only do shows on the weekend. Like, I mean, if it's like a real big bag niggas that go like do something during the week, if it's a tour, we'll do a short run, whatever. But generally speaking, Cass is like, yo, during the week, Monday through Friday, like, look, nigga, I'm not about to let money raise my kids. Like, I gotta be there. So let's hit a Saturday or Sunday hit. Other than that, you know what I mean?
Right.
So, and it makes
more
much.
But I'm saying, it works for us because we your peers and stuff like that.
Like, y'all niggas
we like, man, I ain't going on a Phonte show with no Tuesday. It's not your Tuesday.
Look,
I
dude,
can't do this shit.
yo, I stress myself, man. Listen, brother, I tell you, I stress the people when they come to a Phonte show or any show like that I'm part of, my solo show, whatever. Like, our doors generally are around 8.
Right.
I mean, maybe 8. Normally doors are at 7.
Right.
Sometimes doors at 7, shows at 8. But at the most, it's going to be an hour maybe to doors, from doors to stage.
Right.
So, nigga, if we hitting it, the doors at 8, nigga, we on stage 9:15 at the latest. And if the promoter want to put something, nigga, if I got that 11 o'clock, you in your car. Back to the house. You done?
Right. I'm trying to go with you. What y'all eat?
Yeah,
Thank you and good night.
Yeah, like you gotta, because you have to think about, you know, and it was something that I always remember, like from, I remember this nigga, it was from the fucking, the Motown, the Jackson story with Barry Gordy.
Right.
I remember that shit, nigga. That shit's classic.
I love that shit.
Where the nigga was like, yo, he was like, if you had a choice between buying this song or buying a sandwich, which one would you buy? And I always thought that was the realest shit ever because he's putting it in a real world context. Right. These people are having to choose real life decisions. They're having to make real choices. It's like, nigga, I got $3, nigga. Do I put this shit in my tank or do I buy this new Phonte single? Right. Like, that's real shit. You know what I mean? And so for me, I always kept that in mind and always thought about the audience. And it's just like, listen, my audience is coming out to me. Like, we will always get like promoters and stuff to try to get us to push our ticket prices. It's like, yo, y'all could be doing as much y'all show. Y'all could be getting $50, $60 a head, everything. And I'm just like, dude, I'm like, listen, yeah, $50, $60, whatever. The ticket price is the ticket price. Right. But what y'all not taking into account is, okay, these niggas got to come out. They got to park. You know what I'm saying? Right. They probably had to hire a babysitter. Right. You know what I'm saying? That's going to run you good damn $10, $15 an hour depending. You know what I'm saying? They might want to eat something. Niggas is hungry. Yeah. And then, hell, I might actually want them to have some money left to spend at the fucking merch table.
Yep.
Right.
So probably got a drink or two.
Yeah, like nigga, they gotta actually eat and imbibe some shit.
Right.
So it's like, dude, why am I gonna hit niggas for everything up front when it's like I want you to save some money so you can come see me on the back end. Right. You know what I mean? And then too, if my ticket price is low, that gives me some room for discovery. That gives me room for somebody. I mean, I've had so many people come to us like after the show, like, yo, I've never heard of y'all, but my homegirl bought me a ticket and now I'm in love with y'all. I'm about to go buy everything. Because it was such a low entry price. If it was $60, nigga, like, I don't know.
That's a commitment.
That's a commitment. Nigga, I don't know if I'm taking that gamble.
Yo, be honest with you, I'm not a big enough fan of $50, $60. So you're my man. I'm like, I'll be calling you, yo, you can't give me in? You got a $60 set. Yo, Bishop will make. Call me 3 in the morning.
That was a nice call, man.
But the niggas answer though.
Yeah,
you call, but the niggas answer.
My shit don't do nothing Thursday. I ain't heard a goddamn thing.
That little half moon.
That half moon, nigga. Half moon crescent, nigga. I ain't talking to none of you niggas. So yeah, dude. So yeah, that's kind of like just where it's at. I mean, you know, I just make my music, I record, I spend time with my family, with my lady and my kids, and you know, and then I just try to just do some chill shit. You know, just go kick it with my niggas when I got time.
And yeah, of course, and inquiring minds, I'm sure they want to know you and Ninth on good terms.
Yeah. Me and Ninth been good. We've been good for a while. We all, like I said, like we're all good. Like me, Ninth, and Pooh, like we're all cool.
Like the behind the scenes, your friendship is back together. That's
absolutely.
That's the most important part about it. It's like, yo,
because that's what it started.
It started as friends. You know what I'm saying? So fuck with y'all. See, yo, I'm cool with the fact that those was cool because y'all wasn't dead, man, when niggas was sleeping on niggas' floors and shit. y'all wasn't there. See, I was there when niggas was roommates roommate. You know what I'm saying? You know when you got a roommate, it's like you got a roommate, and then your man's come over and sleep on your couch. You the roommate's roommate.
Yeah, that's like the plus one that brings a plus one.
Exactly.
Like, how the fuck you the plus one?
You barely
You the plus one. Right? You be good. You got get the fuck out of here.
Actually, the bar ain't it.
Both y'all niggas about to outside.
Maybe that nigga be like this. Yo, let me borrow your shirt, Tay.
Yeah,
I didn't even know you like that.
that's Rico right there.
Why Rico got my forces? Yeah. Yo, I keep it clean though.
Yeah, but that's Rico though.
That's Rico.
Yeah.
He do the dishes though. Shout out to
we already done talked on not trusting niggas from Cali named Rico. We already had that in the
had a
episode.
whole conversation.
He either gang banging, he jacking, there's something. Nah,
I want to give a shout out to my man,
Rico.
brother. He got out of prison one time, man. He came to the crib, man, and I remember he's like, "Yo, my brother coming home," and he was like, "He gonna stay with us a while." And I was like, "All right, that's cool." You know what I'm saying? I don't mind that. I went in my house. It was summertime. That shit was 58 degrees in the house. And my whole house smelled like bleach.
Oh,
that nigga,
shit.
look, I was like, yo.
He prison mob.
Yo, that nigga, when I say right here, my bathroom has never been cleaner. nigga folded clothes. He rearranged the change in order that's in the couch.
Yo, your shit had starch in it.
It had starch in it. He's like, yo, I just appreciate you for having me.
Everything I am impressed, nigga.
That's like some sociopath shit. Bro. That's like that fucking movie, Sleeping with the Enemy. When she opened the cabinets and like all the cans have been alphabetized. Like that's real. Yeah, that's some sociopath.
I was like, yo, man.
That
that nigga first day out was like, yo, man, I see your house need a little work. I hooked y'all hut up. We'll call it the hut, baby. We'll call it the hut.
Your hut up. Damn.
Fix your hut.
Yo,
I was scared. I slept with my door closed that night.
Oh
that's
my
hilarious.
god.
Oh, shit.
Yo, shouts out Artie Barksdale, man.
What
What's
up, Artie?
big
Oh, what
homie?
up, boss? What up? What up?
Yo,
What up?
Artie, we definitely got. Yo, we gotta get Artie on. I gotta quit bullshit.
Nah, Artie need to paint an intelligently ratchet. What's his name?
We need to have that happen.
We need
Shouts
to pay
out to homie Shano too. Sean Kernick on.
Oh
too.
yeah, that's my dude.
Yeah, Sean and
What
Artie
up,
both
what up,
on.
what up, what up?
Definitely two
That's
of the
my
dope.
man.
Yeah,
That's
two
my
of the
neighbor.
dope. Yeah.
Me
Word up.
My
Two of the
nigga.
dopest artists in the area. Two of my favorites.
and him been talking about trying to do a children's book. We're trying to.
That would be
Yeah,
perfect. Can't do
like some
it.
children's book.
Yeah, he shouts out to him. He just had an exhibit open up, Fly Riley, where yeah, Sean, you see me talking about you, big homie. Fly Riley that jumped off in Raleigh, and so I went and check that out. Posted on the Instagram, so check that out. But shouts out to him, Sean Kernick.
Right.
Man,
it's like like okay. So do you ever wonder sometimes like if your 26-year-old self like could meet your 36-year-old self like.
Should
When
you
he
be
look
on
at you
sooner?
like, oh, you bitch ass.
Yeah,
Yo.
you ritzy ass
you
nigga.
really like, you
know what? My 26-year-old nigga wanted to be what I am now. Like,
That's
cool.
dope.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I've always seen myself, like, the situations I'm in and shit like that. Like, I used to, like, I went to someone's crib the other day. When we went over, what crib did we go to? Yeah.
Not for the barbecue.
I'm sorry.
My bad, I was still at my mom.
Yo, I had to jump in
I was still in the
pool,
land.
Listen,
I was,
you know what I'm saying? I was in 50-degree water. You know what I'm saying? It was a dad moment. But no, it's like what I look at, like, remember the cool ass shows like New York Undercover?
Yeah.
And we used to watch that shit, we be like,
Malik
yo,
Yoba.
we didn't realize that them niggas is 45 years old and just living in a young life. And now we like, yo, we 45. And it's like, yeah, this is
Living
supposed
a
to
young
be there. You know what I'm saying?
Then
But
about
it's
to
like,
go to Natalie's.
right,
Yeah.
exactly. Where everything is brown. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has to wear brown to get in. You know what I'm saying? A shade of brown.
right.
Nigga.
Yo, nigga, all R&B. Tell me that late 90s R&B videos is always chocolate.
Listen,
I did. Look back.
it depends on not if they're wearing high-tech boots or not.
Yo.
though. If they're wearing high-tech boots, it was probably a denim outfit.
Denim outfit.
With the long...
Yo,
Yo,
It was
Yo,
still sepia. It
you're
was still sepia.
you had high-tech
I had a
boots.
pair of high techs. Yeah, them shits was, oh my god. I used to rock them with the overalls.
Oh.
One flap down.
Yeah, romper.
Right. Yeah. It was not a fucking romper. Yeah, it was a romper. It's like, that's just a onesie,
It's a
nigga.
onesie.
You're not
It's not even a flight
The
suit.
jumper
It's a
with
flight
one,
suit.
the jumper with one flap down was a staple during that era,
Yeah.
nigga. There might be Bart Simpson on that bitch.
Come on now,
Yo,
come
you
on.
know what I mean? It might be black Bart Simpson T-shirt, any of that shit.
Or two, what was it?
Yeah.
Two dope boys when the dudes used to do this right here. They
Cross
be on the joint,
colors.
and they just One dude had the drugs and they just like this. They just be handshaking on the joint. One dude got dreads. The other
That was a logo.
That was a real logo.
Oh shit! I missed that. That shit was gonna be available at Oak Tree.
at the flea market.
Right.
Well, I'm from Philly. It's different.
I'm about to say,
52nd Market, B.
Or you had the black man joint.
You had the black
the Batman joint. It was Africa with the Batman wings.
Yeah.
It was black and yellow.
That's
black
some
man.
Hotep shit.
Yo,
That is some shit created by a black Israelite nigga.
hold on.
The Capri's and the Sunni.
I remember the liquid.
The liquid was Hotep and shit.
Speaking, yo, go ahead, Taylor.
No, go ahead.
Speaking of which, while we on the subject, because Memorial Day weekend was big, I was home. Shouts out to my whole family. Speaking of some Hotep shit, my sister, we went to Burlington Coat Factory. I love my sister. There's not many more people I love in the world but my sister. We went to Burlington, the Burlington Coat Factory, and just looking for some shit, you know what I mean? And my sister copped it was a daishiki with a 23 on it.
No.
It was a daishiki with a 23 on it.
Oh,
and I
man.
bet I told
It
my
was
sister,
made by
I said,
Abercrombie
yo,
and Fitch.
Stop it.
I don't know if it was Jordan or LeBron.
Jordan better have some African roots.
I don't know. You know who made that shit? Hold on. You know who made that shit? Jebediah Jordan.
Jebediah
Jordan strikes again.
It was a Jordan brand Jordan dashiki. It had a 23 on it. I begged my sister not to buy this dashiki. I love you, sis. I begged you not to buy it. Damn. But we laughed about that shit the rest of the weekend. She bought it. So I'm gonna try to get that on Intelligently Ratchet for y'all.
Shout out to Jordan spreading the brand though.
Yeah, shout out to Jordan to get in Africa.
Yeah,
but you know what though? I'm gonna be real.
That's Jebediah.
Like let's just keep it all the way 100. Judging from Michael Jordan's previous fashion decisions, that probably was an actual
his personal fashion.
That might actually be real. Nigga, do you remember the stepping out jacket he had? It was a jacket. It was like a 3/4 length.
It was
varsity jacket.
Yeah.
That it looked like some shit from like Vampire in Brooklyn. Oh. And that shit had a pocket square.
Oh yeah.
What the fuck?
Yo, what's up with Michael Jordan still tucking in everything?
Well, the only problem I have is the dad wasted jeans. The dad wasted shit. I'm never with the mom dad wasted shit.
Waist and the wide leg.
Wide leg with the boots.
Why you got the boot cuts on?
I already was beefing with the hoop. It took me years to get over the hoop, to accept the hoop earring. And the dad waist with the hoop. And then some dress shoes.
You know what it is? Jordan made me realize this about athletes. All athletes are corny. Like, yo, no. They're majority of them. Stop. What I'm saying is right. No. Every athlete that has not been, I get in the fight size, is a corny nigga. Okay. Like, you know what I'm saying? Any niggas like, you know what I'm saying, like the 6 foot under niggas. Yeah. You like Iverson and shit. Like, I can carry. I'm a regular size nigga. Once you get 16, you corny. Because guess what? Everybody give you shit. Nobody gonna fight you. You know what I'm saying? Just let you do what the fuck you want to do. You know what I'm saying? Like Shaq might be the non-corniest big man in the world because Shaq probably lived through. Like
Shaq's a real nigga. Shaq got 2 platinum plaques.
Shaq don't want it.
And one of the hottest Biggie songs.
It was a nigga Kazi size that was bullying Shaq. You know what I'm saying?
DC women.
Yo,
that's
6
a Shaq
foot
Biggie verse.
That's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Shaq. Yeah, shout out to Shaq, man. You know, bad luck with
Shaq.
So when you say he's the best NBA rapper?
Yeah, Jenny.
Would you put him as the best NBA rapper?
Yes.
Shaq.
Best NBA rapper?
All right.
No, Dana Barros.
Hold on.
Dana Barros.
Y'all think so?
Dana Barros was dope. Dana Barros was dope.
AI dropped it.
Sabalos was not.
Kobe was whack.
No, Doug Poet.
You know who? Chris Webber was decent. Chris Webber was decent.
Yeah, Chris Webber.
C-Web. Because he worked with Nas.
Yes.
Okay, so goddamn.
No, Damian Lillard was the best rapper right now.
Oh, I ain't
Yeah,
heard
but
of
we
him.
talking about back
He
in the
nice,
day
bro?
though. He's alright. He's alright.
Yeah,
He'll give you rough for your money. You might want to do a song with him.
I'm
Yeah,
good.
fuck out of here. He's
Nah, don't
alright.
like yo, let me manage you.
My mic
I
stand
ain't
goes
boosting
that
him
high.
up to that.
What about
He's
Shumpert? Would you fuck with Shumpert?
Shumpert Run?
Tiana's the
Yeah.
truth though. How was it working with her, man?
Man, she
Yeah.
real, like, at the time, I mean, it was just a crazy time because, like, so the way she got involved with the show was kind of just on some, like, just some kind of whirlwind shit. So she signed on to the show, I want to say, like, a week. Well, first she did the VH1,
That
the
Kanye
thing where
joint was crazy.
What was it before that? She did the VH1
Hip Hop
Hip Hop Honors where she did
Okay.
Kim.
Right.
Then, like, she
Yeah,
killed it
yeah,
as
yeah,
Kim.
yeah.
So, like, she got that, and then, like,
Her
we
name just
signed
started
her.
buzzing. Like
She was buzzing. She
Yeah.
was like the it girl.
Right.
And so then we signed her. I think she signed to the show. Not we, like I actually signed her. But
I'm
she
like, yo,
signed
fine.
to the show.
He's like, yeah, me and you know what I'm saying? I'm like, is that nigga Phonte actually really rich?
Yeah, like, I'm like, no,
Yeah.
I'm not. I'm
He's
not.
saying we like Cali.
Yeah, I'm like, right.
He's like,
Hey, let me get my pronouns right. They signed her, nigga. I don't have y'all niggas like I'm already goddamn selling work tickets out this shit, man. Look,
Because it's live.
yeah, it's live. Like, no. So yeah, dude. So she came on to the show. We signed her, and then she had the fucking the Kanye the Fade video.
John,
That
Yeah,
shit
that shit.
was everywhere.
Outta
So
here
at
after
the
that.
time when she came to do the work, I had written her songs, and I gave them to her mom. Her mom is her manager. Like her parents, they manage her stuff. So I
Her
sent
mom
it
was
to her mom.
bad too, Ted.
Her mom is wild.
Yeah, mom was
She's
bad.
cool as shit. Cool as like she's really
Your
sweet.
wife
She's
was.
cool.
Yeah.
And
No, I'm
so-
just all due respect, but her mom was bad.
Nah,
Yo,
mom
you
was
said,
bad.
he said, nah, see,
Yeah, with all due respect.
Because he worked on the show, but we're going to say what Phonte really wants to say.
Yeah.
Well, Phonte says, yeah, she's cool as shit. That motherfucker ass is I'm invited? Okay, there it is. Okay, back to Phonte.
So as I was dealing with this black, beautiful queen woman, yeah, dude, like I did the joints and like sent them to her,
Right.
and I remember, I mean, I think she was kind of, I mean, she said, I think it may have been slightly intimidating just because, like, I sent her the joints and she was just like, yo, like, I remember she's like, oh my God, yo, these is OD bars, these is real bars, nigga, you OD with it, these is real bars. She's like, normally, you know, like TV niggas, like this shit be corny. She was like, but
She know where you
these is
came
real
from.
bars.
She know your background.
I don't think she did. You know what I mean? But, you know, so I did them and I was just, you know, I was giving her pointers and stuff and everything. But she was taping at the time when, like, Kanye just had her doing a bunch of shit. Like, she would have to tape and then she had to go and Kanye had her in some fashion show he was doing. Like, it was a lot. So, but with that said, I think she did a great job with what she had to work with. And I mean, because the shit I was writing for, like, it wasn't just no
it
A,
was-
B, C, D. Like, them was real bars. And then it was even shit that we did that, like, it was one joint that we did that, like, we ended up not even using. It may come back in the next season. But, I mean, it was, like, real shit I was
I
giving her.
think there's a lot of my favorite verses were her verses, though.
Oh, thank you, man.
Real
Thank
shit.
you.
And knowing that you behind that, like, yeah, the stuff you wrote for her was a lot of my favorite shit.
Thank you, man. Yeah, that was...
Because it came off, you gave her sass, because with the storyline, it was like, okay, these bars are somebody that's hungry.
Mm-hmm.
And when you were talking about writing for different characters and how the elements are dynamic, and your bars for her were hungry, it was like, I want to eat. Like, I'm trying to prove a point with her.
Yeah,
like,
she was tough. Like, she was, like, writing for her was just real, because, you know, one of the problems that I was running into, like, I would have to write battle scenes. And so they would have it in the script where it's like, okay, this is the guy that's supposed to win the battle.
Right.
You know what I mean? But all my drafts, my first drafts would always be the villain would be winning.
Okay.
And they was like, yo, this is dope, but like, this guy ain't supposed to win. I'm like, yo, but I like the villain to win. You know what I mean? So I would have to kind of like go back and re-edit. Like, okay, I need to give the protagonist like some real like zingers, you know, to take it over the top. But yeah, Tiana was dope, man. She was real like the more and more we did her scene, like the big battle scene that she had, the more and more we did it, the more she got into it and the more she opened up and she just began to trust. And she just kept telling how she was like, yo, like, I ain't really no rapper. Like, I just, you know, I think people saw the Kim shit and thought, you know what I mean? And I was just like, listen, it's not about, you know, just learn it. So like when I would give her the joints, the things I would always tell the actors is just like, listen, they would ask for lyric sheet, and I was like, nah, like I'll send it eventually, but just learn the song like you learn any other song. Like you don't, a song comes on the radio, your favorite song, like you didn't learn the words to Thriller by fucking This Close to Me.
Right.
Like it was just,
you felt it.
Yeah, you felt it. You heard the shit, you lived with it, you danced to it, you cooked through it. Like I said, so learn it in that way, and it'll be more organic. Right. And so, and she did a good job, man. She was really cool. Antoine Harris, the cat that plays like the main guy with the scar, he's like a fucking monster, like just a beast. Like he fucking works. Like he's very much he's a kind of dude that like, I mean, I would give him stuff and he would come in the next day and like have it. He'd be, I mean, me and him, we train like, you know, like boxers. Like it would be, he would do a scene and he'd be like, all right, Tay, let's go, like, let's go. And he would like, I'm like, all right, let's go in the closet, let's go to the little side, around from the cameras. I'm like, yo, let's go in. And so we would just be kind of going, and he'd spit it. He's like, okay. And so he just would like work to really, really nail it. And he was real, like, Antoine was the type of dude, like, you learn so much about the process by having to teach it to a motherfucker. And I mean, like, right, MC, I mean, it's some shit we've been doing for years, so it's stuff that we don't even think about. It's second nature to us. But when you have to teach it to a person that's never done it, that don't rap, oh, nigga. So it's like stuff that's like, I mean, we would be, when we first met, and I gave him the joints, and he was going through them, and he had learned it, and we were just in my hotel room, we were just sitting down, he was running it. And then he stood up and tried to rap in the mirror, and he lost it all. And he was like, yo, man, like, why? He's like, damn, why the fuck? And I said, well, man, that's muscle memory. I said, you have to commit. Whenever you learn something, particularly with rhyming, your body internalizes that. So you don't just remember a song in your mind. You remember it in your arms. You remember it in your hands. You remember it in the movements that you make. Like you might, my neck go this way on this. I might lean in. I said, that's all muscle memory. Right. I said, so if it makes you feel better, if you learned it, like, remember he was like, well, man, we got to go in the studio to record it. I'm going to have to stand up. I was like, no, you don't. I said, you have to record. He's like, so how you record? I said, I record sitting down. He was like, word? I said, yeah, I record myself sitting down. I said, man, because when you're recording, it forces you in a lot of ways where if you're sitting down, it's all coming from here. So it forces you to really get that performance directly into the mic. I said, so we go to Primo tomorrow. I said, if you want to record it sitting down, let's do it. And he went the next day, and he recorded. He was like, yo, bring a chair here. He recorded sitting down and killed it. And like, you know, it's been fun, like, to watch people go from, like, to put your words on someone else and to see them interpret it and take it, you know, somewhere else. Like, that's just, I mean, that's like some amazing shit to watch, to see people internalize it and really learn it. Like, that shit is crazy. That's been, like, probably my greatest joy working on the whole project. That shit is dope.
That's dope, man. So when you watch this new season of the breaks, you're gonna be like, damn, Tay wrote all this shit. Niggas gonna be at home, nigga, like, yo, Tay wrote this shit.
Sign mad niggas off this shit.
Cats gonna be You'll be watching it totally different now, with a whole different insight now. You know what I mean?
You might even enjoy the show now.
Nah, right. You know what I mean? Right. Yeah. We know. Hey, listen, man. Watch the show. I mean, we'll see. Like, I think they're giving us a chance. Like, they're gonna let us do our. They let us tell the story we want. And I mean, the thing is, like, they just really, they trust us. You know what I mean? So, I mean, everyone is devoted to getting the shit right. I mean, even I remember it was one scene where, like, it was a police car, and Primo caught, like, no one else caught it, but Primo caught it. He was like, yo, that's the wrong siren. He was like, that wasn't the kind of sirens that it was in 1990. Like, the old sirens used to go like this, and he caught it. We was just like, nigga, word. And but he caught it. And so you got, like, every, like, rap geek nerd nigga on 1990 shit is on the set. So anything that don't look right, anything that's like, nah, Cats wouldn't say that. Like, Cat wouldn't, you know what I mean?
It would wear shoes, this and that.
Yeah,
I know the gear though was nice on that shit though, boy.
The gear, yeah. I mean, we it's crazy. Like, you have to, like, the way they like get that shit is wild. So like,
so how many people they kill? Yo, they just run around, just find old drug dealers, kill them, take it work.
All the Dapper Dan, man.
How many MCM suits are on that set? Right? How many pairs of Gazelle? Well, it's past the Gazelle.
Yeah, we past the Gazelle. It's more so like you'll see cats rocking the like Mac.
Okay.
Shout out to Mac Wiles. Like he rocked the Ewans. Like he rocking the Ewans.
I had a pair of Ewans.
He rocked the I think he rocks like the Timbs and the jeans. Okay. It's a Timbs, you know, that was 90s and shit. That's I'm my character. I'm like the super hotep nigga, so I'm like in the dashiki.
Okay.
And like the shades.
X.
The Kofi.
X.
X-Plan.
Oh yeah, that right there. That's style. You could go through all ages.
Right.
It never
was
changed.
timeless.
It's a timeless look.
Them niggas still look the same. 98, 2008, 88. It was all the same.
As long as it's white.
Yeah, too lit.
Damn, man,
So,
we
didn't talk. We started talking about none of that.
There's topics on this.
There's supposed to be topics on this.
Man, I gotta get to the crib. Let's get.
We're gonna wrap it up. Yeah. We're gonna touch on them real quick, and we'll go through them because it's been a dope conversation. I didn't want to interrupt it, man. So tonight will just be a little different than we normally do it. But yeah, just real quick, man. I'm talking on some shit that's going on in the world. You know what I mean? 2 men were stabbed to death on the train defending Muslim woman this past week. Last Friday, 2 men were killed, and 1 man was injured while trying to stop a man that was attacking and yelling anti-Muslim and racist remarks at 2 teenagers that were wearing a hijab on a train in Portland. You know what I mean? So, in Portland, Oregon. Army veteran and the father of 4, Ricky Best, 53 years old, died on the scene. And Talsil, I don't know, messed up his name. Taliesin, Mr. Meshi, 23 years old, died at the hospital. And there was another man, 20 years old, Micah David Cole Fletcher, who was stabbed as well.
Yo, was one person doing all that stabbing?
One cat was stabbing up. He was basically, verbally attacking some Muslim people on a train, and these people stood up for them, and they got stabbed to death.
Jesus
Christ, that's crazy. It was fucked up.
Yeah, the attacker spent time in prison for robbery and kidnapping. He's been charged with 2 counts of aggravated murder, attempted murder, and 2 counts of intimidation to the 2nd degree, and a felon in possession of a restricted weapon. So, Muslim communities have raised over $330,000 for the victims already.
For the victims, not for him getting out. For the victims.
Yeah, for the victims. Yeah, not for him getting out. Fuck him. Honestly, this. And we talk about this Tay on the show a lot, man. It's like we in that Trump era, right? And, where it's been increasingly cool to, y'all seen it between World Star and the internet, just the influx of people talking shit at Walmart,
right.
Sprint, and on the train and on the bus. I saw this lady call a dude a nigga on the bus, like bold, like where you never have the balls to do no shit like that.
Especially on public transportation.
Before now, yeah. And what's your take on like this? You know what I mean? When you hear stories like this, you know what I mean, and like how the climate is dealing with who we have.
Well, to me, man, my take on it is just really it's not as incendiary as I guess people would think. To me, man, I remember when all the shit was going on and like when he got elected and first couple months and everybody was, oh my God, this is horrible, America's turning into Germany. America's turning into Nazi Germany and it's Nazi and this is, all this shit and fascism and we're turning into Germany. And I'm just like, dude, America is not turning into Germany. America is turning into America. Like America, they're the whole rise of fascism. Oh my God, like, dude, nigga, like
America is what America has always been.
It's always been like America, nigga. We know what it is when fascism is not new to black people.
Right.
We know what fascism is. Fascism is this. It's the Trump. Nigga, no, nigga. Fascism is sicking dogs on niggas just because they want to go to school.
Right.
Fascism is sicking damn water hoses on niggas just because they want to eat at a restaurant, because they want to vote, to cast a vote.
We want civil rights.
Like, just, you know what I mean? So, nigga, So to me, I mean, I guess I don't get so involved in it because it's like very much it just seems to me like it's just like white people are now getting the taste of what niggas have known forever. It's like I look at it like this now. It's like to me, and I was having this conversation with Ben. This is the best way I can describe it. Like to kind of bring it all the way full circle. Like I think there was a point in time in life where like being a white man was like the greatest shit ever. Being a white American man was like, nigga, that was the greatest shit ever. You were guaranteed, you know.
You were Chris Reeves.
You do. Yeah. You were like that was what it was. You were super. You were like the dude. And like now, I equate it to like being a rapper. It's like being a white guy now in America. It's like being a black rapper post Eminem. It's like you can still be good. Like when Eminem came out, it was like, yo, you can still. We knew every black rapper knew. It's like, yo, you can still make money. Right. You can still have a career. You can still prosper as a black rapper. Right. But you're never gonna have it as good as this nigga.
Right.
Ever. It's never gonna fucking be this good.
Period.
And that's what it is. With I think with what we're seeing now with the rise of Trump, you're seeing these white men that are waking up and realizing that their whiteness is not going to get them the fucking trophy that they thought it was going to get them.
Like Louis C.K. said that shit the best.
Oh,
he was like, he said this right here. He was like, oh, as being a white man, he said, I'm lucky. He said, I could travel. If travel, I could travel any time in the past and I'd be good. 20 years in the future, I don't think I'm traveling 20 years in the future. It's not going down. It's a loss of power.
Yeah, it's a loss of power, and it's a, man, the thing is, it's not even a loss of power on the standpoint because you're white. I mean, nigga, it's really the rise of the machines kind of shit. You know what I mean? It's like we are currently, technology has done two things. It's done two things. Technology, A, is making some people obsolete, making some jobs obsolete, and at the same time, it is expanding the life expectancy of human beings. So, like, I tell them this all the time, like, I be joking, but it's real. I'm like, yo, technology is keeping niggas around that Darwinism should have took care of.
Right.
Like, it's a lot of niggas alive today that should be fucking dead. Like, just
like they died out.
Yeah, you shouldn't have made it. Not even more frequent. Like niggas that do dumb shit. Like, you know, like fucking, they got cars now that will stop and self-driving cars and shit like that and autocorrect. Like, you know how many niggas would be jobless if it wasn't for autocorrect? Like, nigga, you not supposed to have this job, this entry-level job. Like, you can't fucking spell. But technology has saved you.
Niggas confifi.
Like, you're living past your era. Like that. So you got niggas that's living past their era on top of technology making some niggas' era obsolete. Right. You just have a just...
Without autocorrect? I would have had a nice swaggy job I have right now. Look how you. Yo, I would have lost it all.
So, I mean, so to me, man, with all the Trump shit and all of that, I'm just like, look, brother, like, look, man, for me, no matter who's in office, I mean, none of that has changed my mission. None of that has changed my mission of just, look, I have my job I have to do. I have to take care of my kids and my family and look out for mine. And nigga, whoever they put in office, that shit ain't gonna stop me from doing that. You know what I mean? Like, it's really, I think sometimes you have to take breaks. And I even stress to people now, like, dude, just as you, like, people talk about, like, taking, if you're on a diet, and they think, okay, I want to lose weight or I want whatever. Part of a diet is, like, you restrict what you intake. You know what I'm saying? So you do that for your body. I think it's equally, if not more important, to do that for your mind.
Yes.
We live in a 24-hour news cycle, and we live in a cycle where I don't think the human brain was meant to process that much information at one time. Like, we haven't, the human brain, like, we weren't made to do that, to have that many choices, that many options, you know what I mean? So, like, you gotta restrict some shit. Like, if you just wake up every morning checking your Twitter for the latest edition of what the fuck this nigga done did today, you're gonna lose your mind. Like, you can't, it's like, dude, I don't care. You know what I mean? Like, I gotta still do me. And so for me, man, like, my thing is just like, you know, I just see rich white people arguing and I stay out of that shit. Like, I don't, cause that's really, like, that shit is over my pay grade, dude. Like, y'all niggas, all this Russia shit and this, like, nigga, just let me know when the movie come out. So
we always say on this show,
be angry at that shit.
Yeah, like, so I can know what it is. I'm like, it's so again, it's just so much information. You don't know what's real, what ain't, who lying, who not. I just assume all these motherfuckers lying. So I'm just waiting for Michael Bay to make the Trump movie and talk about the Russia shit. Just tie all the other people to Michael Bay. Michael Bay, if you're watching the stream,
and Jerry Bruckheimer.
Come on, goddamn. Come on.
Yeah.
And yeah, I need all that. And you can cast Alec Baldwin as Donald Trump. Fuck it. Just I mean, just keep it.
And The Rock, chance Barack Obama.
And Megan Mullally.
I don't like that nigga, man.
And Megan Mullally is Sean Spicer.
And Sean Spicer, yeah, dude. So yeah, man, it's fucked up. I mean, it's white folk like doing white folk shit. And like, but it's just again, it don't really stop me. It doesn't really stop me. I just keep doing what I do and try to look out for my people.
No doubt, man. Yeah, DJ Complex, shout out, said Phonte, one of the greatest ever to bless the mic. Thanks for the illumination. You know,
damn, man, I don't know if it's illumination.
I mean, yo, you down with them?
Man,
there it is, yo.
I didn't go to the. Well, I missed my last
pyramid meeting.
Yeah, I'm seeing if I can. They send me the minutes in the group text.
Yeah. only 2 of the 3 6s he didn't get.
Damn cross. Yeah, I must be leaving. We have a goat to sacrifice at 12 o'clock midnight. So I'm sorry, I must be leaving.
That's when the big bucks start rolling in, though. Yeah, that's when the big bucks start rolling in. Apparently,
tomorrow morning I can't be late.
You can just see Phonte the joint. You shrunk my robe again.
All right.
There you go.
Everybody else robe, your shit be just showing your thighs.
Yeah.
I'll say this: you keep writing these VH1 episodes. That meeting's coming soon. That invitation's gonna come. White people gonna want to steal you, Tay.
They gonna take it.
Yeah, they gonna take you
and put you in a sunken place.
They gonna start deleting all the real black episodes nigga that I ever had. Like, nope, you can't be black again. Nope.
It's gonna be a room full of Jewish writers and Phonte. You know what I mean? But
Phonte invented hip hop.
Man, look.
Hey man, but yo, it's a beautiful thing. So speaking of like the autocorrect, Con Fifi, overnight. If y'all didn't know, last night Donald Trump tweeted out, despite the constant negative press, and I think he meant to put coverage.
That's what y'all name was covered.
But the shit auto-corrected to Covefe. COVFEFE.
Y'all are making too much.
Search that hashtag, please, if y'all haven't.
What the fuck is Covefe?
Search the hashtag Confifi, and you just gonna have yourself a really good time. I wanted to double back real quick
you know
before.
what Fifi is though?
Yeah, a Fifi is that's a prison pussy.
Yeah,
right?
you don't understand.
That's
You know that.
Yeah, explain it, Bishop. Because you broke it down how to make a Fifi.
Yeah, how you make a Fifi? Yo, ways you make
you make this prison pussy.
You make Fifi.
Oh, is that the shit where like you
roll the mattress up?
Yeah, and then
you put
gasoline.
Oh,
that's a Fifi.
Damn.
So a Fifi. Yeah, but.
I didn't know that's what it was called.
Stay the fuck out of jail.
Stop inventing shit.
Yeah, no.
But no, somebody came out, made the pocket pussy, and now the Confifi is right there. You know what I'm saying? That's all the
Confifi.
The fleshlight, that's what they call it.
Hey, so y'all check Confifi. But this is the thing. Sean Spicer came on at the press conference and said that it was a class of the people that need to know what Confifi means know what Confifi means. And it's like,
come on, man. Stop trying to cover for your man.
Yeah.
You know what it is, B.
He was late night tweeting. You took the phone from him.
Right.
You couldn't finish what it was.
That's it.
Listen, it's okay. It's okay.
That's
I get
it.
peed on in Russia. Like, if you know what Confifi is, you're supposed to know what Confifi is.
Confifi. So y'all check that hashtag right now.
Somebody shirts coming on IntelligentRatchet.com soon.
There you go. Real quick, I'm touching these last couple of things. Somebody sprayed nigga on LeBron James gate at his crib.
Yeah, his LA house.
Yeah, police responded to a call that someone had spray painted the N-word on the gate leading to LeBron James' property in Brentwood. Today, LeBron stated racism will always be a part of the world, part of America. Hate, especially for African Americans, is living every day.
I'm not gonna lie.
James. I think it was LeBron James.
I read that headline and I was like, oh damn, I thought this shit would have been happening. Honestly,
It took this long?
you know what I'm saying? I'm like, man,
Come
this
on,
nigga like,
it's
well into his career.
It's
Come
the
on,
finals,
bro.
so it was perfect
Trying to
timing.
throw him
Like,
off his game.
I think it was a Golden State redneck.
You know what it was?
It was an alt-right
There's a whole bunch of
warrior.
light-skinned niggas on the team. And it's like, nah.
It was Steph and Clay. It was like,
Light skin, you trying to say some khaki colored thing?
I'm saying,
Light skin wonder.
It was, yeah, listen. As a conglomerate
Okay.
and a leader of the light skin nation, we approve of calling LeBron James a nigga. That's what it was. Sprayed on his house.
Okay,
He
so
sprayed the air.
Don't be a menace.
Was it his black?
Doorbell.
So you trying to say
Hold on. No. I
So
want to
you
know.
trying to say some Willie Lynch shit? Like
No,
this was perpetrated by African Americans against LeBron.
I think what we did, we went in his house and we took his Beijing and we sprayed it on the what's your name. So
For his
shout out
hairline.
LeBron James. You know, LeBron said he ain't gonna cut his hair until retire. I'm like, no, LeBron, get that shit
let
off.
that go.
Let that go.
Shouts out to Bron. I got y'all
It's okay.
winning this series. I
Yeah,
got
okay.
Cleveland. I got
Who you got,
Cleveland in
Dave?
7.
Nigga, I'm not a sports guy. I want to say,
You know what happened, man? Where did you go wrong?
Man.
I figured that you just hoop at celebrity games and shit like
Oh,
that.
hell no, I ain't embarrassing myself like that. Fuck no. Nah, dude, I mean, I played sports all through college and, like, high school and shit, but, like, I mean, I played football and track and wrestling, but, like, football, I mean, I was an angry teenager. I just wanted to hit niggas. And then I got to college, and it was just like, oh, like, this is really a lifestyle.
Right.
Oh, fuck this. I'm not that broke.
Right. Here's that one with rap. This rap shit is like,
Put these words together.
Yeah, fuck all that. But no, I mean, I kind of do want to see. I'm glad LeBron got one. I really want to see LeBron bring one to the crib. But now that he got one, I would like to see Steph. I mean, he NC, so it's like I want to see. I want to see Steph really do it. I do want to see him get one. So if Steph get one, though, that'd be dope.
They're gonna do it.
Yeah,
You think they gonna get? You think they got
I
it?
don't know, man. Bron's a bully.
Bron's a
Don't
bully.
underestimate Bron, man. What Bron did last year just set a nasty tone, bro. To come back 3-1 and I'm gonna just tell you the block where he blocked his shot and just kind of like turned around and was like.
But now they got the
nigga,
ring.
like
low key.
Kyrie gonna get Curry. Easy.
Right.
But-
Just on defense.
But when you still got the other light skin ball. Thompson, Klay Thompson, and then you got Durant.
Right.
So either way, if LeBron stick one of them, you gonna leave another ball open, and then you still got
it's a lot of
Draymond
shooters.
Green.
It's a lot of
You got shooters all over the place.
It's a lot of shooters, but I'm going with Bron. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yo, I feel like a LeBron James last year, yo. He gonna like tear somebody's head off and drink their blood. Because you can see he started to get angry underneath the surface. Like if you look at, he's been so composed for so long. It's like me being that big and being that just, you know what I'm saying? Like yo,
you gotta unleash.
Like he's gonna come out and do this right here. He's gonna. It's this how LeBron last game gonna be. It's gonna be against Golden State. Cleveland and went 1-74 or whatever. It's gonna be like you're not gonna make the playoffs. Steph Curry gonna have a monster game. He gonna go up to Steph Curry and snatch Steph Curry off his head, straight off his shoulders, and just drip.
Just hold it up like it's fucking water to fly.
Nah,
like Captain Griffin.
He gonna drink his blood from his neck.
While they playing the Monstars joint with Method Man. Hit him high, let him know. Yo.
That's what's gonna happen. That's my call.
Swag
That's
candy.
what's going out.
Okay.
Phonte, you gotta go get out of here, man.
Yeah, man. I got it.
Yeah, okay.
It's a school night, man.
Real talk. Okay. Tiger Woods got arrested. Listen, Tiger Woods got arrested for DUI, but he blew a .0.00.
It wasn't. He said it wasn't. He said it wasn't alcohol.
It was prescription drugs.
Prescription
Percocet,
drugs.
Molly Percocet.
Mask off. Tiger got caught with his mask
Got a
off.
rep to say.
So we'll keep you tuned
Yo,
on that.
shout out
But
to Tiger. Hold on.
He was found asleep with 2 tire rims, 2 flat tires.
You tried to
Yeah,
drag
his
your hair
mugshot was fucked up.
But I mean, I guess the shit
Yeah.
for me, like, dude, who could have imagined that in 2017, Tiger Woods would be arrested for drunk driving?
It's bad.
Be classified as black.
He would be just that's what's black. Tiger Woods would be arrested for drunk driving, and Gucci Mane would be happily married.
There you go.
Right?
Don't you let nobody tell you that God ain't there.
Hey,
With that,
You can
with that,
blow up.
hold on. Boy, yo, you know what?
blow up
Hey, yo,
is
what's
real.
gonna happen, Tay? You keep gonna suck back there, man. Go ahead and, yo, you got to leave. 'Cause, yo, I'm telling you. Because he be like, man, you had to go half an hour.
I did have to go.
Yeah, but we held them long, so
I
we're
was
gonna wrap up.
So, we sorry.
So on the way out, Tay, tell people how to get at you, what you got coming up.
Oh man, just hit me on Twitter, Instagram, Phonte. The PhoneExchangeMusic.com. That's the site for all the music and tour dates and everything. Shout to Nicolay and Amy, Zoe, entire FE family. The breaks.
And be liking it up too, by the way.
Hit us up on I'm forgetting something. Questlove Supreme on Pandora. Check me out on that. Check me on what is it? It's Pandora. QuestloveSupreme.com. Just go to that. We're on that. New shows every Wednesday at 1. Record, no news, good news coming at some point. Like the minute I finish this shit, I'm putting it out. Like it's not gonna be a lead up. It's not gonna be like a teaser. It's like, nigga, if I finish this shit on Monday, that shit gonna be out Friday.
Right,
like I might drop a single that Tuesday, maybe, but nigga, it's Friday, that shit is out.
OC from SC want to sing you some music.
Nah.
There we
So
go.
So we'll just that's it. But thank y'all for checking me out and thanks for like coming through, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah,
it's like, and yo, shout these brothers, man. Do I support them? This is not the last time. This is just the start. I'll be back. You know what I'm saying? So,
don't do that Hollywood shit. Yo, we won't see Phonte ever again. Listen, get a good look at it. Get a look at
Save
it.
this moment.
Save it.
honestly, the last.
Yo,
He gonna handle Birds the show like it wasn't good. It wasn't good.
See, remember that nigga that flopped with your shit? That nigga got a show, man.
but this is what you gotta tell Tay. But the internet shit ain't half bad. Yeah, their Facebook shit ain't bad though. Yo,
Maybe you should have live streamed it. Maybe I should have hit the nigga on FaceTime.
yeah, there
and
you
just,
should have
like,
went live with it.
Oh,
There you go. But the
when you get around it, like, when you're in development.
yeah, you'd be like, check us out, man. Let them know that the Intelligently Ratchet is here, and because a lot of times we get compared to like what Jesus and Mero is doing, and
We're not them.
we Bishop and Kazi, and shouts out to them.
First of all, we let
I
our
see
guests
this
stay the whole show. And we
Right.
don't fucking rainbow.
But we just want to, everybody want to be unique in
We
what,
don't
in what
care.
they're
We don't
doing.
care
We got our
what
own
you got
shit
to do
going.
later on. You know what I'm saying? You stuck with us, B. You in this prison, B.
We continuing to create the culture of what we doing here, Intelligently Ratchet, to make it unique to what we do. It's been a dope first season.
Yes.
You've been one of the best people that been on the show.
Man, thank y'all for having me.
So yeah, we'll talk. It's been love. We're gonna be back. Like I said, next season we're gonna step our production value up, have it laid down flat. But
Starting in July, man.
share this, man. Share this, like it up, let everybody know about Intelligently Ratchet. I know we're in a
Kazi, let me say this right here too.
Yeah,
but do not think just because we're taking the show off in June, don't think we're not gonna have other content in June or whatever. Because I'm putting together the Cars Against Humanity live stream of Intelligently Ratchet in June. You know what I'm saying? So if you've never played Cars Against Humanity. So, say, if you're not doing nothing on, you know what I'm saying, one day during June, you know what I'm saying, come on out.
I seen Black Car Revolt.
I played Black Car Revolt.
Yeah.
Black Car Revolt is fun.
Right.
It's not as like fucked up as Cars Against
But
Humanity.
that's why I want to do Cars Against Humanity.
Nah, that's
that's the intent.
That shit is just totally fucked up.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we're going to do that. So, look out for that. Also, look out for Kazi's new album coming out. I want to be like Bishop Omega. You know what I'm saying? It's a working title.
That definitely won't be the name of that motherfucker. It won't even be a skit called that shit.
Come on, y'all. You gotta let me do a Bishop. I want to be Bishop Omega.
But look out for it. No, but we taking this month off to work on The Gorgeous Asshole. Pause. His album, The Gorgeous Asshole. Black Kennedy 2 got to come out. Niggas ain't dead yet. Right. And at the same time, we're gonna work to elevate the platform. You know what I mean? We think we got a good thing here. This started out.
Bars is always on that.
Yeah, Beats and Bars. Yo, shouts out to Crystal. I want to also mention the Kickstarter. They're jumping off
tonight.
Her and Law jumping off the Kickstarter tonight for the Beats and Bars Fest.
30 minutes.
30 minutes. They're looking to raise $25,000.
$25 grand.
25 grand for the Beats and Bars Festival this year.
That's a $45 ticket. That's all you gotta do is get in the Beats, and you get a free ticket real quick.
Exactly. I know there's a lot of stars, a lot of legends involved this year. It's another Durham-based festival, primarily focused on hip hop and how that brings element of growth to the community as well, and interaction of what we're doing here in Durham. Right? You hosting that, right?
Hosting. I'm doing the first set. Then I'm gonna take a break.
Yeah, I know. Here we go. Hold on. I'm a part of that as well, and I'll be taking part of a panel with Big Daddy Kane and some other artists as well. You know what I mean? It's gonna be dope, man. It's gonna be good for the city. Durham's growth right now is some real shit. You know what I mean? So Article, Beats and Bars, Moog Fest, what we got going on our mayoral race, Intelligently Ratchet. We trying to bring you all of that right here. You know what I mean? So we're gonna continue to be that platform for you, that source of news you can use, all that fly shit. And this silly nigga to the left of me, who always keeps it stirred up. But
I don't know what I'm gonna do the whole June.
We gonna work. We gonna do some things. We gonna work on some skits. I think you know what too will be good for us, Bishop.
What's that?
We should go fuck with some of the people out in LA on that skit shit. We should get in some King Box shit. Yeah, we should get on some like Lily Pond, some King Box shit. You know what I mean? We should jump on some of those. I think it'd be good, a good look. You know what I mean? And you know, hopefully maybe we can work with Phonte in some way. You know what I mean?
I'm down with the comedy album. Like that shit sounds like.
Yeah, like we want to do that for real. You see the vision, like him being on some dicky shit, like lit bars, but super funny though.
Yeah, comedy. Yeah, that shit is dope.
Yeah, so I like some.
Don't rap for real.
No. Like, I have to rap for real.
Right, no, but I'm
that's what makes it
funny.
Like, no, you really gotta be. That's the thing with like musical comedy. Like the shit has to be actually good.
Yeah, right, it has to be good.
Because that's what makes it funny, right? It's you know what I mean. It has to sound real.
It's gotta be lit. Yeah.
Somebody drew a picture of him.
Yeah.
Nah, man, I'm about to really be like, yo, dead serious, man. Like it's gonna be one of them shits, man. I'm just gonna go all the way to fuck in. And be like, yo, don't fucking play with me and scare the fuck out of these young niggas. I'm about scaring young niggas now. I'm like, yo. Yeah. Like the old niggas.
Yeah, get off my lawn.
Get off my lawn. Like, yo, you little ass niggas. Like, yo, it's gonna be one track on that back. Yo, this nigga blink the fuck out. Leave me
and when did your for you as like as a fellow man of Huss, when did your old man strength kick in?
When
you know, it's like you get that old man
silverback.
Yeah, it's just like nigga don't lift no weights. It's just
I'm just
nigga, I'm just strong.
Yo, strong as shit, man. I think like around about 35.
You got your full silverback.
Like I came out my shit. And I look like from right here up here. I look real aggressive.
Yeah.
Like my neck got thick. My wife was like, yo, you look real aggressive. Walk like how a nigga just walk like I need more room.
Dominant, showing,
Like, yo. Yeah. Man, I start clapping on niggas and my chest is like, yo.
Okay, nigga, I'm leaving. I gotta
That's it. Kazi, for that, yo, you got a show what? Tomorrow night?
Yes.
Tomorrow night at the Deep South De Facto.
Thanks for not showing De Facto on camera.
C. Shreve.
We got the same shirt. Stop. We got the same shirt on.
Yeah. Free the Optimist, King Garbage, OC from NC. Shouts out to OC. Deep South tomorrow night. Kazi 4 letters on Instagram. Like Kennedy on Twitter. Share Intelligently Ratchet. This was the finale. We'll be back. You know, we'll continue to put out some content. Follow us. We're gonna work on everything. Get the IG popping, the app, resolution, all that shit. Bishop, where can they find you at, bro?
That is the Bishop Omega on IG. Mm-hmm. Kareem Bishop Omega right here on Facebook. Bishop Omega on Instagram. You call me at 919, none of your damn business.
Oh, wow. Like, really?
Bishop, yeah.
Peace.
Yeah, Bishop will be at Margaret's Fish Fry. Right by the Hush Puppies next Wednesday. Catch y'all, man. Peace out, y'all. One love.